The stranger danger ban anyone in chat you don't recognize. Hi YouTube, how's it going? We're back. We're on the funny route.
Get ready.
Let's get straight into it. 100 free times. That's what we're playing. That's what we're playing. The 100 free times. Oh god, how I found the stream. Probably who I rated 2 days ago based on that. I'm streaming until I get 2 yet. What, you want me to stream 1 more day? 2 more days? Okay, I have to remember Takumi's voice.
Yeah. I ended up sleeping all day yesterday. I'm starving. Maybe I should go to the cafeteria. Right, maybe I'll see Tsubasa. I'd better bring the device with me.
Oh yes, one of the many plot threads they threw into this route that I somehow avoided. As I do.
Huh? No Tsubasa.
Oh look, it's Takumi. I'm so sleepy.
Mr. Sumino, are you looking for something? I haven't seen so much as a glimpse of your missing self-esteem. I don't remember ever losing it. I need to find Tsubasa. Have you seen her?
Tsubasa? I saw her sitting on a bench in the schoolyard.
The schoolyard? What's she doing out there? Oh, thanks. I'll go there after breakfast.
More importantly, what have you got there?
Oh, this is why I needed to see Tsubasa. Seems she dropped some kind of invention. Wait, what? I glanced down the device scan to see the meter on the screen. It started moving.
Huh? What kind of machine is this? It's moving! I think I saw a cute bunny girl while I was going through VTuber tag. Must have been a different one. I'm none of those things. The meter reads 18. What is this?
I really have no idea. It moved when I pointed it toward you.
Huh? Really?
I tried turning the device towards Darumi. When I did, the meter started turning again.
I got 53. What does it mean? Is it the number of people I've killed?
There's some things you really just shouldn't joke about, Darumi. You are joking, right?
That would make me quite the serial killer too. Please don't slander me.
What does this value mean? Suddenly Kako let out the sound of realization.
I found when you rated... Is Kari one of the ad streamers? Probably. Like Cindy or Neri Aime or Capri. I don't know.
What does this value mean? Suddenly Kako let out the sound of realization.
This is just a guess, but maybe it measures the other person's affection toward you.
Affection.
Yeah, this meter measures how much other people like the person holding it.
That's kinda exciting.
Exactly. If you know how someone likes you, you might discover that they have a secret crush. So fun. Drink water. You got it, Shoko. Chad, this is a bad route. This is a bad route. The Ruby only likes us 54%. She died for us multiple times in the other route. 4 times by my count, she died for us.
Yo, the voice acting is phenomenal.
Thanks, Immortal. How are you doing? And Ema hates us with, what was that, like an 18? Takumi, is there anyone whose affection you want to measure?
No, not really.
He looked away for a millisecond. He's lying.
Stop it! Don't try to psychoanalyze me. Mr. Sumino, don't you dare point that at my sister, dearest, please. I'm not sure I could stay sane depending on the number.
Hey!
Well, whatever it is, I'm gonna give it back to Tsubasa. The faster she gets it back, the better, yup.
Takumi, it's only a crime if someone finds out, you know?
A crime is a crime no matter what. Feeling awkward in the cafeteria, I decided to go find Tsubasa in the schoolyard.
Doing fantastic day, thank you for asking. And you spelled my name right, Immortal. I like you. You can read. Don't think it's like you always got my name wrong. I don't just like 99% of people I meet who spell my name with two N's. I mean someone right now is checking my name. They're like, oh shoot. Bananese name does have two N's. 3 N's instead of the regular 2.
When I went out in the schoolyard, I saw Tsubasa sitting on a bench. She was there giggling and chatting with Nozomi. Oh, there she is. She looks so cute. The moment I opened my mouth, something yanked on my arm and dragged me into the shadows. Oh, what the hell?
What the hell are you doing, bro?
What?
Gaku? Why are you so mad?
What?
Suddenly Gaku was yelling at me in absolute fury. I should have been the one asking him what the hell he was doing.
Is he mad that I'm about to interrupt two cute girls talking to each other?
I just need to talk to Tsubasa.
Is he a Yuri appreciator?
Are you a freaking moron or something? Look at that! What do you see over there?
What do I see? Tsubasa and Nozomi are...
No, Che, Gaku is right
That's
this
not
time.
What's going on, dumbass? Are you ready for this? What we're witnessing is some sweet, sweet Yuri. Delicate flowers in communion.
Enjoy it! Let's go!
A holy garden of 2 tender blossoms. It's not the kind of place some dude bros can just waltz into and trample all over.
Hell yeah!
It's a paradise where 2 gorgeous flowers can bloom. We have to treasure it.
What does that even look like in your eyes?
He's right, Takumi.
Anyway, bro, I'm not gonna let you talk to them right now. Do you hear me?
I get it.
You really? You don't look like you get it.
Were you always like this? What happened to all the reflecting you mentioned earlier?
That has nothing to do with this. Man, you're really forcing my hand. Takumi. Hey, yo. Ezreal, thank you for the 20. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That is so kind of you. Oh my gosh. Congrats everyone who got one. Lasted and Olive. I don't actually know who's looking. Citrus is here. Time for a good night, y'all. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let bedbugs bite. Did we just get sub-nuked? Yeah. He had to bring out the heavy artillery to protect the Yuri. Takumi, you come with me. I'm gonna teach you everything I know about Yuri.
Huh, don't pull me. Gaku tugged me by the arm to let me know my questions were unwelcome and dragged me off. It was the beginning of an experience that could only be described as hellish.
Oh? Oh, I forgot how much I hate his room. Chat. This is either gonna go really well. I see this going in 3 ways. Way 1 is that we find out he actually has a really delicate side and he's just like, we do some light poetry. Option 2 is that he's going to merely like just pull out some like sexy magazines and be like, look at this and be real gross about it. Or option 3, this is gonna turn into a BL scene. We're gonna get our yaoi between Takumi and Gaku. Start him off with Knights of Azure. Gaku. Are you ready for this? The thing I'm gonna teach you what's what. So the thing about Yuri is...
Man, your room is disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's the entire history of Yuri. You don't know your history, you'll only get hurt. We spent the entire day and night talking about it. Holy shit. Gaku is a fan like no other.
Hey, this has been going on for almost 2 whole days.
Take your manhole scrub. We're talking girls. I was just getting to good stuff, so listen up. Get this, it's absolutely forbidden for men to set foot in the Garden of Lilies. Another day. Like a sanctuary, holy and pure.
This for real? Is he really gonna keep going?
3 days. And the fantasy of Yuri, it's wonderful. I'm filled with ecstasy. This is a new sprite. Look at that face.
This can't be happening.
4 days. 5 days. 6 days. 7 days. 8. 9. 10.
Up and Adam Troop, get ready for humanity. Stand glory to.
Hi, Kratos. Sorry, you missed us spending 10 days on the Yuri route. You're telling me you let Gaku talk to you about Yuri for 10 whole days? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You might be the biggest moron ever born.
Get off my back, I was a victim. Finally freed from Gaku's cursed grasp, I slumped over in the cafeteria.
I really hope that when he sees 2 girls together, it just like activates like a pyro vision. A Yuri vision.
I of all people never imagined to waste 10 days of my life on something like that. Oh, for the love of murder. It's truly the height of waste to squander time on something so meaningless. Trust me, I agree with you more than anyone.
But I do love lilies. They're beautiful flowers. Honestly, you just go ahead and say whatever your empty little head comes up with. It suits you.
Anyway, you must be tired. You should take it easy for a while. Yeah, I think I will. Escorted by the 3 of them, I staggered out of the cafeteria and went back to my room for the first time in days. I missed my room. I was being held against my will. I can't believe I wasted 10 valuable days. I don't even understand how it happened. I do know I'm exhausted though. I'd better rest for today. I fell in my bed and immediately conked out.
Oh, I thought of a dream. My other name here's Lily. She thinks I'm beautiful. Yeah, you are beautiful.
Up and Adam Troops, time. Get ready for humanity. Stand glory to the.
Man, I explicitly named. If you guys look at the name of this stream, this is called "This Route is no longer lewd." I mean, I guess it's not really lewd, but like, it really got back on the same kind of romance track.
I keep hearing Gaku's rant in my head. But after wasting all of those days, I need to get something done, even if I have to force myself.
Where were we even trying to... clickbait stream? Well, it's a little bit of clickbait. I mean... Yesterday's stream was called "This is the Lewd Route" because it was. Man, we have a surprisingly large amount of characters bonded. I wanted to do Nozomi now. She likes star-related things. I think... Oh! A portable micro radio telescope captures faint signals from space. Used to measure stars and planets. Can you talk to Tsubasa now? I cannot back up. I'll talk to her in a bit. Fun had this sleep festival.
Oh, this looks nice, but it would suit someone else better.
Okay, I guess she's not that big a fan of space.
Sorry for bringing this up all of a sudden, but do you like rolled eggs, Takumi? I've loved them ever since I was little, and I'll always go for them when I can. We can make them using the machine in the cafeteria, but they taste a little different from what I'm used to. There was a lady in my neighborhood who would care for me when my own mom wasn't around.
She's talking about Takumi's mom. Maybe.
I just loved the rolled eggs she made. Oh, how I wish I could have some now. Let's fight hard so we can eat the rolled eggs she makes together someday, Takumi.
Okay. I don't remember. At the start of the game, back on day 0, she was at our place, like, having breakfast. I'm guessing not, but was our mum making rolled eggs? Does anyone remember? I know it's been literal weeks ago, but... Okay, she doesn't have any special dialogue. Woe is me. Woe is me. I think I missed a start. Well, lucky for you, young man. You can all be found at youtube.com/lilbunnyYT. Is that right? Well, I have to go check. Oh, let's see here. Open it up. Yeah, Lil Bunny YT. But hey, you already knew that. I'm good. What do you mean you're good? It's like the most interesting part of the game that I can barely remember because it's been so long. It was such an important thing that I barely remember because it's been so long. What else does she like? I tried giving her a wedding dress. She did not like that. Maybe she wants a landscape picture? Because she's always real obsessed with the outside world? Maybe?
Oh, this...
Bun, what's happening? As you know, I've been gone for 0 week.
At ease, soldiers.
Stop! You sound like
It's time
last
to
hit.
hit the hay. Another day of fine work, everyone. You've done well for each other.
Why does he have to make this so
and for
creepy?
humanity. Get some shut-eye and take care. Well then, good night.
He doesn't even remember the who command.
You, another night, huh? Already night, huh? But I can still hear Gaku. I would have been better off if it had been cut short by an enemy attack. There's nothing I can do or say now. I'd better just get to sleep.
Okay, he remembers Gumball on the one. Hi, Bo.
Get ready for you. Stand glory to the.
Well, guess I'd better get up. I can't just laze around forever. I need to get back some of the time I lost because of Gaku.
I miss Emo. He was here a couple days ago. He still streams as well. Okay, what will she like? So far, I've got no freaking clue what Nozomi likes. Here bench, what? He's been streaming Beautiful Joe Wet Ass game. Yeah, luckily I stream normal games, you know?
Wow! I can have this?
You just don't know Ghost Beam what's your life with? To be fair, she's a different person, kind of, maybe. Or rather, the only useful piece of information we got last stream, which may even be a lie, but I kind of doubt it, is when Siri said that Kara never existed. So, do with that information what you will. Did you come here to use the gift of Matic to me? I came to make some strawberry shortcake with a gift of Matic. It has this rich whipped cream that tastes like it was made with the freshest milk. And the sponge is so fluffy too. The texture is divine. You can practically taste the skill if you ever came up with the recipe. I highly recommend it.
Is it really that good? Hearing you recommend it that strongly makes me want to try it.
Yes, absolutely. Have some. I'll give you half of mine.
After that, I enjoyed the sweet taste of cake with Nozomi.
Talking about this game isn't also any weirder. Yeah, this game isn't weird. It's very normal.
Eddie, another. Get some.
Just a bunch of kids doing some military service. Happens in the real world too.
Siri sounds cheery enough in the announcement, but is he still upset with us? I never imagined he was so soft. What a pain in the ass he is. Oh right, I completely forgot to give Tsubasa her device back. Maybe Gaku killed some of my brain cells. I need to give it back to her tomorrow. I spend the night with Gaku's voice still haunting me.
Oh, Gaku. Oh, Gaku. You silly little goose.
Get ready for your 87th day of.
Get ready for your 87th day of wah wah wah.
What?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All
What?
available troops prepare for battle immediately.
We must defend the briefcase. Beatrice, clap for a commitment to the bet. You've really committed to the bet.
An attack first thing in the morning? This can't be good for my heart. Anyway, off to the war room.
No one has laughed at your joke like a single time. You make it every single day. And that is some commitment. I love that.
I run a filter to the war room after hearing the alarm. I'm so happy to be working with you guys again. You're still mad.
Hey, Takumi. Where's the after conversation from the other day?
No, never again. How long do you plan on wasting our time? Let's hurry up.
These guys are so rude for showing up this early. I didn't have time to wear makeup. I shall not forgive anyone who interrupts a holy Jumanji sword. And I easily swing there. Let's just work together and drive out the enemy.
Yeah, we're gonna defend the school together.
Here goes! Time for a defensive battle! See? I don't even need to be here!
I can read short ties from the Yuri talk. So am I. I can't even see girls anymore without just being like, bleh. Luckily, it's just us dude guys here, right, chat? My fellow dude guy bro, I mean. I'm normal about Yuri. I thought you just said you were normal. Okay, Billy, since I'm a girl. No! It's fine. We can have one girl, as long as there aren't two girls, because then it's Yuri. But we're allowed one.
Aw, darn! What do I do now?
F5 fix my broken model so fast, chat. What do you mean it's broken? It's like no homers. Here it's no girls. Implying we're allowed one.
What happened?
I forgot to bring my inventions. I made so many too.
I
Can I go
gathered
back
all
and get
those
them?
resources for you.
Who needs that shit? Focus on the fight!
Huh? But I worked so hard.
Can't you just bring them next time? This isn't going to be our last defensive battle.
It's all cannon fodder anyway. Let's just kill them off quickly. Got it.
She's right.
I'll let it go this time.
Let's murder these
Let's wrap this up
fools.
so I can get into finishing my talk with Takumi.
I said never again!
Never again.
Clear turn. I use turn skip battle.
We've done it. The invaders have
Been
been
destroyed.
destroyed.
That bitch couldn't fight for shit!
Aw, that's no fun. Can't we get like a super hench daddy version of one of them?
She's drooling.
What am I gonna say? Is something wrong?
Oh well, I guess. I'm detecting something big. Over there.
What?
Oh, what? Is it Vicness?
God of the
No.
planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond, release!
Which one is he? Oh, Paragon of Warfare? The one that wasn't in the OG route? See, chat. I know what's going on.
Old-fashioned man. I need to fight someone to understand what they're about.
Posture check. Not my posture.
Take up your arms.
Not my terrible, terrible posture.
You really are.
I need that.
Commander, I thought they were all gone.
I never saw this one during the previous 100 days.
Really? But he looks like the very first commander we fought.
Yeah, weird thing about that.
You're right.
We still have no info from that.
At any rate, we need to kill him, right? Kill or be killed.
Then I will kill him. I will kill all of your enemies without mercy. Indeed.
The wicked invaders shall be slain!
Indeed! You know, I kind of want to finish this round so we get back to one which actually has useful info. This is funny and all, but like, I need answers. Oh, goodbye. Like, he doesn't even die. He's just like,
Oh.
and then he's gone. Like,
I get the gist of what you're all about. Our real showdown will come soon. Wait in anticipation.
well, you want like a day 100 battle?
And with that, the commander retreated. It didn't seem like we'd forced his hand. He seemed to just be assessing the situation this time. He clearly wasn't fighting us seriously, which meant that our next offensive battle would be the real deal.
I'm so confused about this timeline. Can you expand after? Sure.
After we went our separate ways, we returned to our rooms. Looked like we managed to make it through another day, but he's incredibly strong.
Let me take you right back to the decision. The start. So, chat, this is what led up to our series event. Day 1 began. We killed Aito. There was a mysterious message on the board. We left the school. We found Sari's dead body. We woke up in the middle of the night and Hiroko was being attacked. We dodged the attack. And then forgot it happened. We revived Siri. We had some fun, some party. We celebrated with meat instead of fish. Yes, that is the way to split the timeline. Then, we chose not to listen to Siri's announcement. So he's sulking with us really bad. And here we are. Like, dodge the rocket, Jim. Hey, Tim. Thank you for following, like, a couple hours before the stream. I don't know why you weren't. You're, like, here every day, but that was a funny thing to notice. Hi, TK.
Looks like we managed to make it through another day, but he's incredibly strong. He even said we'd have a real showdown soon. That must mean he'll attack again soon. I can't play around anymore. Starting tomorrow, I need to really start getting ready for our next offensive battle.
Weird ways for the timeline? Yeah, in character, we mentioned that.
Filled with it. Filled with
51.
51. Added tier 3 as well. Holy crud. Thank you, TK. You almost have 52, which would be a year, but it's not years because it's month. You almost have a year. You almost have a year worth of days of months. Yes, you almost have a year worth. No. What's 52? No. What's that number significant about? No, that's like the, I don't know. What's I don't know. I give up.
Due to determination, I went to sleep for the night.
Just move away. 52 weeks in a year. Yes. You almost have a year worth of weeks of months. That's what I meant to say.
To rise and shine. Get ready for your for humanity's great tomorrow. Stand tall, glory.
You always have a year worth of weeks of months.
Morning already. I'm a bit tired, but I can't rest now. I got out of bed and walked past my desk. The object on top of it caught my eye. I forgot about this thing again. I picked up Subasa's invention, the device I kept forgetting to return. I missed out on giving it back again because of the defensive battle.
This is just a guess, but maybe it measures the other person's affection toward you.
Affection, huh? Nah, I don't care. I don't need to know what anyone thinks of me. But I guess it couldn't hurt if I brought it along with me on my way to the cafeteria.
Oh no, we have to manually walk. Alright, where is the cafeteria? First floor. Oh
And just because I need to give it back to Tsubasa, I have to hurry up and return it, yeah. Right, I don't care at all. Who needs to know what other people think? But maybe it wouldn't hurt to give it a try before I give it back.
Give what a try?
I nearly jumped out of my skin hearing Nozomi suddenly speak to me.
Oh, sorry. I saw you fidgeting, so I wonder what you were up to.
No, it's totally fine. It was just so sudden. It surprised me a bit is all.
Are you sure you're okay?
I answered so suspiciously that I was embarrassed of myself. Nozomi must have found it odd too. I wonder, what does she think about me?
Kumi, what's wrong?
Nozomi, do you mind if I do something real quick?
Oh, what is it? Go ahead.
With her permission, I point the device at Nozomi. I don't even care. Just to be clear, I really don't care how much affection anyone has for me. Taming the negative emotion inside me, I looked at the screen on the device.
Okay, well, that's obviously not what it is.
0.
Excuse me?
Upon seeing the unbelievable oval shape, I collapsed to my knees.
No. Not 100. Not even 10. Or even 1. 0.
Takumi? What's the matter?
Nozomi seemed concerned for me, but I had nothing left in me to respond to her. The shock of seeing a 0 was like a knife through the heart. My vision gradually turned dark.
What do you guys think it actually is then? Rumi has 54. Ima has 19. Nozomi has 0. I mean, it could be so many things.
Get ready for human. Stand glory to the.
My god, we have the depressing music and everything.
Suddenly, it was a new morning. I was slumped on my bed, completely powerless to get up. My memory of what happened yesterday was uncertain. I forced a smile and said goodbye to Nozomi, then went back to my room. I think...
Well, whatever.
all the life had just left me, just like it left Yuri.
Would it be like horror movies you've seen or something? Or like how good you are at making puns?
It was more than enough to completely annihilate my mental health. I knew it was my fault for conflating Nozomi with Karua and expecting a higher value. But still...
It hurts. 0. It hurts so much.
Given Nozomi 0 might be critical related, but then I don't know why Eva would be 19 when doing me so much higher.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise.
I like this background.
Shine.
Takumi on his depression arc.
Wowee! It is your 90th
Wow! are we?
Active service at last Defense Academy. The time humanity has longed for is almost upon us. We're really in the home stretch now. In 10 days, you'll have your happy ending, and all of you will become heroes.
The
who
community
saved
caricature depression
humanity.
corner.
Okay, let's get going for the day.
Mode.
I simply stared into the void, engulfed in total nihilism. Who knew I was pathetic enough to be completely broken mentally? Just this one thing. I don't want to do anything today. I don't want to think about anything.
I mean, I feel like in the other route, she straight up been like, I'm not her, stop complaining me, I hate you. Like, we've fought with her before, but this is that much worse.
Day 91, I still couldn't get out of bed. My body, mind, and soul all refused to come back from what had happened. I'll just count the stains on the ceiling.
Gosh. I feel a cold chill from this. I need to get a jersey. Okay, chat. I'm not gonna say get cold easily, but I have a dedicated chair in my office for like warm clothing. It has hoodies, the like woolly turtlenecks, jumpers, hoodies, blankets. It's just like my warm thing chair. If you guys are ever curious why I'm always putting on and taking off things like this. Hi, Sleepy. Sounds reasonable. I'm glad you agree. Okay, back to depression.
I can't even open my eyes. I quit. I'm done. It's over. I'm finished. Chad keeps throwing stuff at me, and it doesn't even matter what I do. I can't dodge. It's the same cycle of like 10 things over and over. They just pick them up off the floor and throw them again. They will never run out. I'm completely, utterly, totally done. It's all over.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Not another attack. It doesn't even matter now.
It sure as shit matters.
Yo, this is our first time seeing our door open. We can see what's on the other side. It's the other class, the other spare rooms.
Takamaru kicked my door open with a perfectly timed comment. Takumi, I haven't seen your ass in ages. What the fuck's going on with you? Takamaru, my heart is in tatters. Just throw me out with the trash. What are you, show me now? Snap out of it, we're going to the war, we'll carry you. I hung lifeless and limp over Takamaru's shoulders. He took me to the worm.
That's everyone then. Good. Our opponent is Dalgier, the commander from the other day. Are you okay, Takumi?
You've got all them since I last saw you. Make yourself a wreck, Sir Sumino.
I have nothing. I'm an empty, hollow, useless man whose life is utterly devoid of meaning.
You're way more useful than I am, Kumi. I couldn't do lettuce decide to make writing in his own film. Are you guys competing or something? I knew something was strange with you since I last saw you. Takumi, what happened?
No matter, gonna die.
Oh dear, he can't even talk right.
Can't find the will to live. It's spreading like a goddamn disease. How long you gotta keep this shit up?
Serious one thing, but can we really let Takumi battle like this? No, this is serious. He might turn to self-harm if we're not careful. Worst case scenario, we fire him off like a human rocket. Maybe he'll infect him all with his depression. Man, I don't want to do this either. Can we just give out on this one?
Of course not, dumbass. You don't shape up. You'll never be worth anything. Oh, for the love of murder. How discouraging. Guess we need to fight that powerful commander too.
Leave it to me. Hey, Bossa, do you have any good ideas? Well, I do have the ultra top secret device I invented up my sleeve.
An ultra top secret device?
You'll see when I try it out. Let's get to it. Initiate defensive battle.
Okay, it does not make sense to see him stab himself in the scene. He's looking much more erect in this scene than usual. You know, than he should be based on the lore, the story. So, I don't remember fighting this guy a second time. Is this actually a new fight? Maybe this will just be like the same as last time so we can skip him. Game audio go biff. What? Thank you for telling me.
Tasha's still not here.
Then it's too
Are we
soon
fighting
to
the
use
same
my
time in the
ultra
race? I'm
top
out.
secret device.
Oh.
Let us kill these ones first, then.
Yeah, we can skip. I guess you're right.
Are we done?
Let's head back then.
Yeah, good work,
Hey! Snap out of it! This shit's clearly not over yet!
Who even cares? Earth and humanity are so nasty anyway.
It's
Invaders
breeding.
are such a drag.
What? How did you catch this too?
Is this like the
Everyone,
dispute
A
ending?
mighty bloodthirsty presence approaches.
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me
Yeah,
thy
we're seeing
strength.
this today. Like, as much as I like seeing him cut his own throat, maybe we're good for now. The audio was messed up. I have no idea.
He's here.
Who just said so? I obviously can't hear what you guys hear.
Absolutely brimming with the will to fight, unlike us.
Time for my ultra top secret device. Take a look at the invention I worked so hard to make. Stop with the suspense and get on with it. What kind of weapon did you make? Let me tell you about the ultra top secret device I've invented.
Yeah.
A deep tissue massager that automatically needs your acupuncture pressure points.
Whoa.
Deep tissue massager?
That's just a regular wellness item! That's what you've been going on about! Come on, hold on a second. It's no average deep tissue massager.
Because
This machine can precisely
switch. Yep. This massager will automatically massage the pressure point that serves as their motivation switch and push down on it just right. Then everyone will be bursting with energy. It'll unlock their superpowers. They'll be able to fight 10 times harder than usual.
Huh?
10 times harder? Well, there are some small side effects. It's pretty hard on the brain and body. You might lose your memory of that time, or you might fall asleep and not wake up for a while. Those are horrible side effects. You can't just bring them up like they're nothing.
What?
Sounds like hitting your own pressure points to get a temporary power-up?
It's time to activate those pressure points. Everyone ready?
What? Hold on. You said we'd lose our memory.
Yeah, let's go.
You first, Takumi. Here goes.
Huh? Wait, what's happening?
Immediately after, all of the blood in my body grew hot like it was boiling inside of me. Fireworks detonating inside my head. I have no memory of what happened after that.
What? Okay, we won. Good job, chat. We did it. We did it with our superior combat prowess. We deserve this win. How many? Okay, we lost 3 days of memory. Even what's the last time we did a battle? Earlier in the route, we... Actually, every time we go looking for materials, we fight. Takumi, are you ever gonna get up? You know what Takamaru's always saying? No guts, no glory. You gotta get fired up. Get up already.
Moko kicked open my door with a sorrowful screech. Just how many times has my door been kicked down now anyway? What day is it?
Day 96. The rest of us have just woken up too.
Right, what happened with the defensive battle? What about Dalshia?
Seems like we beat him. I don't remember anything though.
Just like that?
But that motivation switch to Java flip was awesome. I'm still burned with energy and motivation. When was the last time we did a defensive battle? A while ago. How about you, Takumi?
Huh? Now that you mention it, I do feel a little bit less depressed.
Oh, thanks to invention. How nice. But you're pretty down the dumps, Takumi. I figured out what happened for the most part from what Kaku and Nozomi told me.
Yeah, even I was surprised with how hard I took it, but I've snapped out of it now.
Exactly, like who cares you got a 0? That just means you don't go up from here.
That's right, I just have to get that number up now. 200 or even 1,000.
That's the spirit. You gotta believe you can do anything.
Yeah, if I get sad again, I'll just get Tsubasa to tap my motivation switch. So I have nothing to fear. Even if I get hurt, I can just use it to come back. So I don't have to worry about getting hurt no matter what. I'm the strongest man in the world.
Okay. Not exactly here on Journey I imagine for you, but... Whatever, it's fine. Go for it, Takumi. Walk the path that calls to you.
Yeah, I feel like I can do anything. I'm going full steam ahead to day 100.
Chat, imagine if the device was actually just a random number generator. Now that I think about it, what if it's just a random number generator?
After filling me with motivation, Moko ran off screaming about guts and glory back to her room. Okay, now that I'm really feeling it, it's time to get prepared for defensive battle.
I'm really feeling it. I'll show him a thing or 3. Hider! Backslash. Anchor shot. Spinning edge.
We're so back. Do or die. Let me get everything I've got.
Oh, actually, she's busy today. Ooh, she didn't really hang out with us. Awkward. You want Ryan?
Oh yeah, it's Ryan time, baby. To you.
I wasn't actually quoting Ryan. I was quoting another Xenoblade character. But you'll know who I mean when you've reached Xenoblade 2. Ah, yeah, you spelled Ryan. You spelled Ryan right.
Oh yeah, it's the right spelling time. You can do it, Shulk.
Okay, we should have a new thing that we know you want. She wants a cute ornament. I would assume the flower box. I don't know why she'd want a Kako Mini Sandy. And I think that was for Eva. So...
Wow! I can have this? Thank you. I'll cherish it forever and ever.
Let's go! Give me some interesting
Is
lore.
there anything special you want to do when this war is over, Takumi? Sorry, I must have caught you off guard. We're in turbulent times after all. Back when I was in the Tokyo residential complex, I always wanted to see the outside world.
I remember.
That's come true now, although not in a way I expected. Come to think about it, the people in charge made it so that there was hardly any information available about the outside world. That must have been so people would lose interest in it, right? Everyone went about their lives without ever thinking there was anything more to the world. I've always been interested in the outside, though. It was hard finding any library books ancient enough to mention it. Now that I'm actually outside and learning more, I understand why they did what they did. I'm thinking about all the things I can try when this is all over. Maybe I'll get a dog. I love dogs. I always wanted to have one at home.
Okay. This is all Kara stuff. Looking for books, wanting to go outside. Even at the start of the game, Kara thought Suri was a dog. To be fair, Suri was a dog. That part still doesn't make sense. There's been no explanation why the first time we see Suri, he's a dog.
You need a license to keep a pet in the TRC, and they have a lot of conditions.
You need a license? Why?
But I'll make it happen. I'll have my own dog one day.
Nice job, chat. Nice job. Oh. Do you come here to use the gift-o-matic, Takumi? I can make shortcake with the gift-o-matic. Do you want some too, Takumi? I like how if you've seen the event before, it makes it faster. Be fair there, I feel we should not be fit on this. True.
At ease, soldiers. Another day.
Get some shut up.
At ease, soldiers. Another day. What? Already? I must have been so full of energy that time just flew by. Okay, I better head to Sax today so I can work hard tomorrow. I went to sleep in high spirits.
It's weird seeing a hyped Takumi.
It's your 97th day. The goal, upright, all of you.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. It's already day 97. I'd better go to the cafeteria first. It's been a while. I miss everyone.
Good morning, everybody! Are you feeling the vibe?
Chat, this is what the life of a party looks like. Be like Takumi. You've completely changed personality since the last defensive battle. And then dancing and then something coming John.
I realized something thanks to Tsubasa and her device. When the going gets tough, the tough gotta get going.
This is all wrong. Takumi isn't supposed to be a passionate protagonist.
That's great. He's free from his depression. Although he is scared me a little.
That motivation switch thing Tsubasa was talking about was fucking wild, man. I never would have guessed we could take that crazy strong commander like that. I don't remember shit all though.
Well, it's very hard in the body and mind, so it might be best to use it sparingly.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't remember a thing, but my body was totally ruined with muscle pain.
I lost 3 whole days. It's really scary.
Well, I saw you guys. You're fun like berserkers. Not that I care.
You're still going for life, huh?
I don't have any pressure points. Yeah, that's right. Well, whatever happens, we're all set. We can handle anything. We're motivated, energetic, and invincible.
Yeah, sure.
That's right, Nozomi.
What is it?
Watch me. I'm gonna work my ass off.
Right. Good luck.
I eagerly gobbled down a meal and set to preparing for the next offensive battle. Okay, time to get it. Everything I've got. No guts, no glory. Power overflowed from my body with a spirited cry. Right now, I'm the very embodiment of motivation. I'm inexhaustible. Roar!
Me when I go to the gym one time. For real, for real. Okay, a question mark tool. Could be a barbecue kit or a festival. Fireworks. Festival. Fortune teller. Is she on? I assume fortune telling people. This, what? Oh my god. There's so many items it could be. She's not really into cooking. You go to the gym? No, I live across the street from one though. What? Okay, maybe she likes fireworks. I thought this was a Kirishika item, but I think I was wrong about that. Yeah, it wasn't a Kirishika item.
Oh.
She hated it. Which is another way of saying she hates me. I get it. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of gems. It kind of feels like if I have the mental effort to go to a gym, I may as well go for a run.
It's not my favorite thing in the world.
She hated it.
At ease, soldier.
Also, we had a gym in my old high school, and I definitely dislike that people went to the gym.
For each other and for humanity. Get some shut-eye.
So that's definitely part of it.
Another day's done. I work like a beast. Day 100's coming soon, but right now, I'm so full of motivation. I wish I had 100 more days. Can't wait for tomorrow. It can't come soon enough. I enthusiastically dove into bed and fell into a deep sleep.
Dum, dum.
The goal is upright, all of you.
Chat, are any of you guys big gym buffs? I don't really know many gym buffs. My mum goes to the gym a lot. But I don't really... Even like the sporty people I know, they'll be like, oh, I'm like massive into like rock climbing and stuff. But that's like not the gym. That's just sporty in a different way. Now I do tennis and football. I didn't know you did tennis. What is murder? It rhymes in German. Gonna take that as a no. I play every Sunday. Interesting.
I want to yell good morning to the whole world. What a beautiful morning. The day is day 98. That final enemy attack will be either today or tomorrow. I need to get well prepared so I don't have any regrets when they show up. I'm really feeling it. To you.
I used to do more sports than out of practice. I used to play football. But I stopped when I finished high school. Maybe she likes bath salts? I'm really just guessing with Nozomi. I've got no idea what she likes.
Oh.
I'm so bad at this. She likes a question mark tool. Maybe she likes the silicone-free shampoo. You also have girls. I mean, some of them are just complicated.
Wow! I can have this? Thank you. I'll cherish it forever and ever.
Like, I don't know what silicone-free shampoo is. I know what shampoo is. What is the difference? Why does she in particular like it?
Ease, soldier. Another. Get some.
I don't know.
Am I imagining things? I feel kinda tired. No, my mind must be playing tricks on me. I'm inexhaustible. I can't be tired. Yup, it's all in my head. I'd better get asleep. I forced myself to sleep, trying to escape the uncomfortable feeling growing inside me.
She's a girly girl and she wants the cosmetics. No! Because the cosmetics are for Moko. Because Moko is the girly girl.
And on day 99, instead of the usual morning announcement starting the day.
Hi, Max. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I awoke to an alert about an enemy intrusion.
Intruder alert.
She's the second girly girl.
Unauthorized personnel detected on school
Yeah.
grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I was strangely calm. I wasn't frightened or excited, actually. Huh? I feel like I'm losing a bit of my excitement. I better get to the war room for now.
Oh no. Our enthusiasm is about to run out. That's not good for anyone. I still do not know my way around this bloody school. The layout is so confusing. Everything looks the same.
Oh, everyone's already here. Right. Let's just get this over with.
Oh dear, he's lost his motivation again. It must be the air pressure. Making me depressed too.
Takumi, this is your last fight, so it's time to go balls to the wall. Then you drag your ass back to the past for this moment. How did I do that? Well, whatever.
Why is he like this? Maybe it's a rebound effect from the deep tissue massager. It was extremely effective on him after all. Either he's just naturally sensitive to it, or it's because he reached such insane heights after being at such a low point.
Either way you look at it, he's in a grave state. I don't care what you do, just make it quick, right? Defensive battle time.
What happened? What do you mean? Not much, we're just playing the game. Getting some interesting routes going on. We're about to hit day 100. Destroy the world, save the world. Whatever we're doing on day 100, we'll do that. Whatever we're doing. Unless we just die of a lack of motivation. Which would not be that surprising. Destroy the world, save it. I will destroy the world and reshape it in my image. I am Minato. Who? This must be a Vixnie's fight, right? She's the one we haven't fought.
I can't. I'm a waste of skin.
You worthless bum! Why are you doing this before a fight?
He's no use to us like this. Miss Kawana, it might be time to bring out your massager again.
Yeah. Hit me. Without it, I'm just a failure, I guess.
He's completely dependent on
Oh
it.
no!
Huh? Are you sure? What do I do?
Well, why not? This is our last fight anyway.
Well then...
Tsubasa pulls out her deep tissue massager and hit my pressure point. Instantly, my blood boiled. My thoughts started moving at super high speeds.
Final battle time! Everyone, no guts, no glory. Do or die. We have to win!
Yay!
And that's when I blacked out.
Yay!
What's happening?
Oh, you're back! Takumi, you were incredible! You wiped out like a billion invaders all
Hi,
by
Shrek.
yourself!
Huh? By myself?
But the last
Oh my
boss
God.
is still out there.
We are hella addicted to it now.
Right. If we don't beat their supreme commander, we won't make it to day 100.
Oh, well, looks like she's here. I'm detecting something huge.
Forsooth!
Forsooth!
I looked in the direction Kyoshika was pointing. The Supreme Commander is calmly walking towards us, as if she owned the place.
She shouldn't be that powerful this route. She hasn't absorbed anyone.
Then she stopped right in front of us all as we stood on guard.
Hold up, seriously, she was already huge. But she only just entered this form. I smell shenanigans.
Bow down.
Bow down. Oh, the energy signature was huge. Okay, typo. Spoilers, Takumi Suno will do something about it now.
She even looks strong.
Okay, that was a funny win message.
Of course. She's their leader. This is going to be a difficult fight.
Can we really beat that thing?
Okay, remember to breathe, dummy.
We've got this. Right, Takumi?
Huh? What are you talking about?
He's all bummed out again.
Tsubasa, dose him again. Pump him up all the way.
Right.
Once again, Tsubasa pulled out her deep tissue massage and hit my pressure point. My blood immediately steamed and heaved in my veins, and my thoughts ran 100 miles an hour.
Here we go! Victory is ours! We're all gonna survive this and get back home!
Fuck this, Takumi. Could this be our permanent Takumi?
What's happening?
Oh, Takumi, you're back. We did it, Takumi. We finally won.
Oh, so then that Supreme Commander woman.
You beat her. It was crazy. It was like Jushin Liger in Demon Beast mode. I don't get it. We survived, all thanks to you, Takumi.
Oh, I see. Apparently we'd won our final battle, but I didn't feel any sense of accomplishment at all.
But you woke up sooner than I thought. I figured it'd be out of a bit long because all the massage effects. Looks like nothing wrong, but yeah, it's made by some of the same people. I bet he built up a tolerance. He had his switch pressed multiple times after all. Jushin Thunder Liger is a real life pro wrestler. Oh! Actually, Monokuma is in this game, Shrek. As a little cameo. How do you feel anyway?
All my muscles ache. It's rough, but my head feels clear for the first time in ages. But we really did it, didn't we? It doesn't feel real or like an accomplishment, but we all managed to survive, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's a relief. I sighed without thinking as we discussed our long-awaited victory. We'd finally put an end to this long battle. Without even the slightest sense of achievement, I just felt like I'd cheated. Where's everybody else?
Oh, they're celebrating our win.
They just left me.
We thought it'd be a while before you woke up, so we got started without you. We slipped out to check on you and you just happened to wake up.
Well, anyway, your deep tissue massager was a lifesaver, Tsubasa. If you hadn't got me back on my feet with it, that would have been it for me. That's great, then all that's left to do is wait for day 100.
Oh my god, you're just gonna wait.
Huh?
Tomorrow it's day 100, our last day. Hate or love it, we're done here. If you have anything left to do, you should grab it with both hands and smash it. Don't just something I want to say to Nozomi. If you need it, I could take your motivation switch one last time.
Right. Tomorrow's our final day at last. I'm out of time. Grab it with both hands and smash it, huh?
Oh no. I mean, there's only... We don't deserve this. We've had a happy ending with her before. What if she hates us? You know what, chat? Screw you guys. You don't get a happy ending. We don't deserve this. She hates us.
No, there's no need to rush. I have plenty of time ahead of me.
Smash her hate.
Even if our 100 days here are over, it's not the end of our friendship. Leaving Last Defense Academy doesn't mean it's goodbye.
Oh, you're taking this surprisingly well.
Right, I don't have to rush into anything right now. I need to regain my composure first. Even if she has zero affection for me, all I need to do is take my time to change that.
Oh wow, you're that determined. You don't need my advice. Takumi, do you have a sec?
Huh? What is it?
Well, I heard this story from Kako about affection and all of that.
Huh? Oh, that's right, the affection meter. I never did give it back to you.
Well, that's not the problem. I don't mind that you didn't give it back, it's just...
It's not at all easy to tell you this, but that's just a sleep analyzer.
Right! Because Darumi has insomnia. That's why she was so high.
What?
A sleep analyzer?
Yes. A device that measures how sleepy someone is. Poor sleep is the enemy of good health, so... yeah, it has nothing to do with how much anyone likes
Hold
it.
up.
Oh no. The unexpected truth was so hard on Takumi that his brain refuses to comprehend it, and now he's completely detached from reality. It's because he realized he was beating himself up over a misunderstanding.
Huh? But it's supposed to measure affection.
Didn't Kako just make that up? I never mentioned anything of the sort.
So then
This is why you
Missouri
asked what example
was
you used to
zero
me.
Because...
Yeah, she gets good sleep. I think that's why it showed a 0.
Oh. Okay. I see.
But isn't it good? That's not what it was? It was all just a silly misunderstanding, right?
Oh no. Yikes! Tsubasa, Takumi is... He was a beta-brain clown who got depressed over a ridiculous assumption and wasted day after day in bed and became completely dependent on a massager. And now he can't accept this cold truth echoing in his head. He's slack-jawed and lost in space forever.
Sure, it's the truth, but nothing to get so down about. Takumi, come back to us!
As Tsubasa and Moko called out to me in vain, my consciousness flew out to the furthest reaches of space. It seemed like it would take a while before I could bounce back from this without the help of the deep tissue massager, but no, there's no need to rush. All of us survived with plenty of time. This is what I told myself as my consciousness flew throughout the cosmos.
Beta brain, yeah, that was a weirdly rude from Moko. Also, hi Mongoose. So I have to write that down. Now tell her how you feel. Imagine if I didn't. Imagine if I didn't. D20 bunnies, a whole bag of frozen grapes, 0. Then they were possibly murdered on the satellite, so I'm not sure on that place. Not trying to date someone who hates your guts, so beta. True, yeah. Let's tell her how we feel. Day 100. Takumi, you said you had something important to talk about.
Nozomi, you're here.
Yes, what is it?
Day 100. With my motivation flipped on, I asked Nozomi to meet me in one of the classrooms. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. There's something I have to know.
Something you have to know?
Nozomi, what do you think about me?
What do I think?
Yeah, I want to hear what you think about me. Whether you like me or hate me, or just don't care.
What I think? You're really putting me on the spot here.
Answer me, Nozomi. I want your honest response. How much do you like me? I need you to tell me how much you like me.
Okay, coming on a little strong there. Takumi. Well, speaking honestly,
This really enthusiastic side of you is a bit much. On a scale of 0 to 100, I would have to give you a 0.
I don't think you should rely on that massager so much anymore. Is that all? Everyone's waiting by the escape pod. I'll catch you there. No! No! This is Sakura! Reference. It looks just... It's the same pose as Sakura. Okay, without spoiling much. Minor Danganronpa spoilers if you care. Hear me out. Is that a really popular pose manga? I've only seen in Danganronpa before.
My determined effort ended in a total knockout for me. My motivation switch and my invincible mindset were utterly destroyed. The color completely drained from my body. After hearing about my devastation, Moko said something to me.
Honestly, he kind of looks a bit like Makoto Naegi here.
I did tell you to grab it with both hands and smash it, but I never guessed you'd end up in a billion tiny smithereens like this. Nozomi is one scary girl.
I'm burned out, Moko. All burned out. I'm a pile of ash.
My mentality was shattered, but everyone had survived, and that should have been enough. I'd achieved what I'd set out to, right?
Tsubasa, I need you to hit my motivation spot again. Harder than ever before.
Oh no. The chill looks more like the one in Evangelion. I've never seen Evangelion. Well, we got our relief ending. Originals from Box manga, I believe. Okay, Okay, chat. I don't particularly want to do the fish route right now. I feel like we need some drama, some actual tension. Did you go over the timeline yet? What do you mean? I explained what decision we took to get here. I don't want to do fish right now. Maybe we'll go back to fish later. But, I want to go back to a point in time where there's pressure. So I want to see the timeline. Yeah, I did that as soon as they asked. So we're going to go back to the dodge the attacker. And we're going to kick the attacker. For anyone who doesn't remember, we have been randomly blanking out. I think we're possessed by Aito. We woke up in the biolab, standing there as Hiroko was about to be murdered by this scuba suit person with a buzzsaw. So we jumped out the window. We pushed him out the window, smashed through the window, landed on the ground, ran away. That's where we're at. If you have more questions, I don't know. We're at day 16. You haven't missed much.
I finally stopped. My path blocked by the raging flames.
It feels so weird from what you want to do against the man with the buzzsaw. Do you want meat or fish? That's just the way the world works.
Damn it, where do I run to? I turned on my heel and... The violently spinning blade of the power saw was slowly getting closer. I tried to back away, but the flames licked at my back. There's nowhere to run.
And then you say I feel like my face changed.
They raised the power saw, staring at me like they were locking onto their target, and viciously swung it down. I'm going to die! The blade was coming right at me, so I...
Okay, let's see what would have happened if we did this way back when.
Keeping the attacker in sight, I adjusted my balance. I let my momentum carry me forward and kicked their leg as hard as I could.
I thought for sure this would be the one where we effed up. But somehow we're winning?
Not you like that!
The figure in the suit lurched and fell, the power saw cluttering to the ground.
There!
What about the second guy?
I didn't waste any time. I grabbed the weapon and brandished it in front of me.
Now it's my turn!
I raised the deadly spinning blades and brought them down on my attacker. Only for them to dodge out of the way at the last second.
You won't get away!
Whoa!
They were sprinting away in the opposite direction now. I tightened my grip on the power saw and ran after them. I couldn't afford to just let them escape. If I took my eyes off them for even a second, they'd melt in the darkness and I'd be at their mercy again.
I won't let that happen.
The power saw was weighing me down though. I'd never catch up like this. There was only one thing to do. Whoever this person was, I had to stop them. I tossed the power saw into a nearby bush and broke into a sprint. My chest was tight from how hard I was pushing myself. My legs were so tired they were practically numb. But I didn't stop. I couldn't give up now. I cleared my mind and ran. Little by little I was catching up to my quarry. A few feet more and I'd be right on top of them.
Huh? Where did they go?
Then I saw them. They're running towards the academy's main entrance with a sense of definite purpose. That's not good. I put on a last desperate burst of speed, but it wasn't enough. They got ahead of me and made it through the doorway. Damn it, no! In the darkness, I hadn't noticed where they were going until it was too late. Now, thanks to my carelessness, the school's safety had been compromised. I have to hurry. I ran into the school, following the strange figure's footsteps. I hadn't given up on catching them yet.
Man, this went from... Okay, this is about the biggest change you can go from goofy, haha, silly moments to like... I'm so engaged in this intense scene.
The person in the black suit continued to run around the school. They moved confidently, almost like they already knew their way around. Just where are you going anyway? I was still having trouble closing the distance between us. Then they turned a corner and I lost sight of them. Where did they go? No one answered my question. The only sound in the lonely hallway was my own voice echoing. They can't have gone far. I need to keep this up, or else I'll escape completely.
Which student is it? It shouldn't be any. Unless it's Aito's body, which we never know what happened to Aito's body. But when we burned one of them in the other timeline, we weren't missing any character.
I checked every hallway, every classroom, every locker I could find, but the mystery assailant wasn't in any of them. They'd probably used the cover of darkness to slip out of the school unnoticed. That, or they were still lying in wait somewhere. I continued my systematic search until I arrived at the boys' bathroom on the second floor. The window was wide open and there were muddy footprints all around it. They must have escaped through here. That's the only thing that makes sense. Who in the world was that? More importantly, is Hiroko okay? What about the others? I turned to leave and go check. But all of a sudden I felt like the inside of my head was getting turned inside out. And then... I blacked out abruptly and completely, as if a plug had been pulled somewhere in my mind.
Is that from exhaustion or the Aito position stuff? I don't know.
Get ready. Prepare to spend a nut. Be ready to give your life.
Oh, and Stray should still be dead at this point. Game want to go birth? Fuck! Why is it so bad tonight? And how are we waking up in our room?
My consciousness slowly but surely drifted back from the dark depths I'd fallen into. I opened my eyes and found myself looking up at a familiar ceiling. My room. I remember now, last night Hiroko was attacked by someone in a weird suit in the biolab. I chased after the attacker, but I lost them. And then I blacked out. Wait a minute, if I passed out, how'd I get back here? I don't remember a thing. Did someone carry me here? Come to think of it. Hiroko, is she okay? Did anyone else get attacked? I reflexively sprung out of my bed and then... Ow! The moment I tried to move, a sharp pain shot through my entire body. I guess I did push myself pretty hard last night. I even jumped out of a second floor window. I don't think I broke any bones, but it still hurts. Looking in the mirror, I was covered in cuts and bruises. It was no wonder moving around hurt so much. Even so, I couldn't just stay put and recuperate. There were too many questions that needed answering. I fought through the pain and made my way to the cafeteria. Arriving in the cafeteria, I did a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13, and me makes 14. We're all here. Even Hiroko, the one I'd be most worried about, looked fine. Seeing them all there eating breakfast like nothing was wrong, I heaved a sigh of relief. Thank goodness everyone's okay.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi. What's the matter? You look all out of breath.
Well, wait. Don't you guys know what happened last night? Didn't Hiroko tell you?
Huh? Something happened last night?
Did they really not know? How could they not have noticed all the running around and glass breaking? Moko, can you get everyone together for me when breakfast is over?
You seem serious about this. Alright, leave it to me. In the meantime, you should eat too. Try to relax a little, okay, hon?
Sure, thank you. I left the rest to Moko and tried not to panic as I wolfed down some food. A little later, everyone gathered around the table at Moko's prompting.
Is this going to take long? I think I'm heading for a sugar crash. Ah.
That's what you get for putting a ton of chocolate and ice cream on top of your Donberry. You wanted to talk to us about something, Takumi.
Yeah, about last night. I got right into it and began explaining what happened, but something wasn't right. Hey, where's Hiroko? Wasn't she here a moment ago?
Oh yeah, she said she wasn't feeling well, so she went back to her room.
Huh?
Being around a disgusting talent. Hard to grain like me probably made her queasy.
That could be a problem. Without her, I can't.
What? Can't get off? Did you get bored from harassing Nozomi and found another girl to set your grubby little hands on? How many innocent maidens will you corrupt before you're satisfied?
How indecent and yet how intriguing. I demand you tell me more.
What are you guys talking about? Anyways, that's not the point. I'd prefer to have Hiroko around so she can back up my story, but I can't exactly go on and drag her back here.
He does kind of look like a tardigrade. What? Is a tardigrade what I'm thinking of? Yeah. How do you possibly think he looks like a tardigrade?
There's nothing I can do about it. I'll just have to do the best I can on my own. Alright, it's a long story, but here goes. Recounting the events of the previous night so far as my memory of them would allow. Naturally, I started with the strange figure attacked Hiroko with a power saw.
Water bear, yeah. I don't see the connection.
From there, I talked about how we both jumped out of the biolab window. Me chasing the attacker after they lost their weapon, only for me to lose sight of them. The others listened in open-mouthed amazement. They probably didn't know whether to believe me or write the whole thing off as a fever dream. And that just about covers it.
Are you serious? All that really happened last night? Hold on, I didn't even take this all in. My brain kind of short-circuited after you brought in the maniac with a power saw. Hi, Swan. Good night, Swan.
I don't get what's going on either, but that's why I wanted Hiroko here so you could fill us in. Damn, I thought none of us Red Sox realized all that was going down.
The Biolab's walls have surprisingly good soundproofing for some reason. You did a good job making it through this ordeal alive, Mr. Sumino.
Yeah, you're a total champ. Champ, Takumi. It's kind of scary though. Doesn't matter what might happen to Rokumi and me there.
Even if this maniac had made mincemeat out of her, we could have just fed it to the revive-o-matic to bring her back.
Don't talk about her like she's a sausage filling. I know the limits of what the machine can do. But what were you doing in the biolab at that hour, Takumi? How can you not remember?
I can only assume you're drugged or sleepwalking. If you're not making all this up, that is.
What, you think I'm the one who attacked Hiroko?
I'm just speaking hypothetically. Honestly, I don't see how attacking our teammates would benefit you, so I'm not entertaining the idea too seriously.
We won't be able to say anything for sure to get Hiroko's side of the story. Maybe it was some kind of shape-shifting enemy. I mean, there's no one else in the school apart from us.
Nah, the alarm would have gone off if that was it. The invaders always show up and shoot swarms, not one at a time.
And does that mean the attacker was one of us? No, that can't be. We've already been getting threats. What if even more freaky stuff starts happening after this?
Just like that, the whole room seemed to frost over. Everybody looked uneasy. Hold on a minute. I didn't mean to make it sound like that.
But now the possibility's out there. You can't deny it, not unless we have all of solid alibis, or if we catch the real maniac.
So, there really is a traitor among us.
There's always only one truth, which means, who was it exactly?
This isn't good. At this rate, everyone's going to start getting paranoid. What can I say to calm them down? Before I could think of anything. Darumi? Darumi, who'd been silent throughout the conversation, suddenly began to tremble all over.
It's happening! We're finally getting dragged into a killing
It's happening! We're finally getting dragged into a killing game!
Oh my god, the VA is like choking on her own spit. To get that sound.
Ah!
There's a murderer in our midst, a notorious serial killer. This is the kind of sense I've been waiting for.
It was like a dam had suddenly burst. Ruby's deranged laughter filled the room.
A serial killer came among a group of students. Only someone that's really unsound mind would come with something like that.
Looks at every Danganronpa game.
Threatening messages, serial killer, powerful maniacs. I can take this.
Yeah!
This is so cool. Let's go crazy, start killing each other.
Maybe we should let Miss Amamiya handle the killer. You know, fight fire with fire. Or in this case, maniac with maniac.
If we need to sacrifice a volunteer, but I might be so used to even kill waste time on me.
So, we're just assuming all the stuff about a killer is true now. I can't keep up.
Guys, please, let's not get paranoid. But from now on, if you have to walk around alone at night, be careful. Might be a good idea to carry our fuse with us, too. Then we'll be ready to fight back if the killer tries anything. I'm gonna go see what I can do about fixing the biolab window. It'll be a good chance to investigate the scene, too.
I feel like he'll get there and it'll be repaired.
Thanks, sorry for the trouble. I'll go see how Hiroko's doing. I'll let you guys know if I find out anything new. Everyone nodded in agreement and the meeting broke up. First of all, I need to talk to Hiroko. She said she's not feeling well, but hopefully it's nothing serious. Just as I was about to leave the cafeteria.
Wow, you do all those voices really well. Thank you, Moko. I appreciate it. And welcome.
Huh? Darumi, you're still here?
Seems like that diary was the real deal after all, huh? Don't worry, Takumi. I won't say a thing. A dad's little secret.
Laughing creepily to herself, Darumi skipped out of the cafeteria. I hadn't mentioned the adult diary to anyone either. It wasn't exactly a credible source, and I didn't want to risk making everyone even more paranoid. Anyway, I really need to go talk to Hiroko. I pulled myself together and made my way to the dorm room on the roof.
Huh?
Has she skipped the school? Shoko?
I rang Hiroko's doorbell, but there was no reply. It didn't sound like anyone was moving around inside either. I was reaching towards the bell to ring again, but thought better of it.
Why are you saying my name so much?
She's probably sleeping. I feel bad for disturbing her. After the event of last night, I was still pretty worried, but I decided to leave Hiroko for now. I'll ask her later. I've still got plenty to do in the meantime. Reluctantly, I turned away and left to attend to other matters. I already knew where my next stop was going to be.
The Biolab. No.
This is where I chased the killer around last night. At the time, it had been too dark for me to make out very much, but I had a general idea of where to go. It should be right around here. I began to rummage in the grass and shrubs, searching for something I'd left behind last night. Took me a while, but I eventually found it. Here it is. This was what I'd been looking for, the power saw I'd taken from the killer and thrown into the bushes during our chase. I can't just leave this lying around here. I'd better put it somewhere safe. Hefting up the power saw, I carried it back to the school. Okay, should be good here for now. The metal shop seemed like as good a hiding place as any. It was already full of guns and landmines and other lethal looking objects. I set the power saw down in a corner of the room and stared at it for a moment. Up close, these blades look even bigger and more deadly. I'm glad I didn't get hit. whoever that had been brandishing this at me and Hiroko, they were definitely out to kill us. But why? What motive could they have possibly had? I should probably go over the whole incident again. I'll tell the others I've stashed the power saw in here next time we're all together.
I haven't asked you when to give your Zon's impression up. We went back in time to the night before the killer. And we did the other choice. We fended them off, they ran to the school, and we lost them. Woke up in our bed. The day after.
Closing the metal shop door behind me, I left and went back to my room. Back in my room, I collapsed on my bed, exhausted. Looking at the clock, I realized half the day was gone already. I knew I ought to be using this downtime wisely to prepare for our next battle, but I just couldn't motivate myself to do any of that today. I still have 3 major mysteries to solve. The first was what had happened last night. What was I doing in the biolab with no memory of how I got there? Why was Hiroko being attacked? The second was the person in the strange black suit. I had no idea who they were, what they were doing here, or why. And the third? My gaze slowly traveled to my desk. I looked at the strange diary again since putting it away. It couldn't be, could it? I got up from my bed, opened the desk drawer, and took out the old notebook. This thing still creeps me out. What kind of deranged person had written these illegible words and scribbled this picture of the killer? Looking at it gave me a weird, sickly feeling inside, like I was being drawn into the madness on the page.
Good night, Max. That was the signal the killing was about to begin. And now we're all going to die, 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 die. It's my favorite line.
Darumi's crazed words welled up in the back of my mind. Are the threatening messages in this diary really connected somehow? I wanted to dismiss it all as a meaningless series of pranks, but I still had doubts I couldn't quite dismiss. These seeds of suspicion were starting to grow, threatening to choke me from the inside.
When did we get that diary? In the library with Darumi. A couple of days after we killed Aito.
Get prepared. Be ready to give your...
A couple of days after Sari died.
I woke up to the usual morning announcement and slowly got out of bed. I didn't get the chance to talk with Hiroko yesterday. I'll have to track her down today at some point. But first, I should go to the cafeteria. I need to tell the others about the power saw. When I arrived, everyone was already there. Everyone except Hiroko. I waited and waited, but she didn't show. In the end, I told the rest of the team that I'd stashed the power saw in the metal shop for now and left.
I often find English dubs irritating, but Darumi being impossible over it kind of saves everything. Wait, you find English dubs irritating? I will always use dub because, I mean, we wouldn't have the incredible voice performances if we weren't doing dubbed. Like, or we might, but like I wouldn't be able to understand them. So I'll always pick dub. Because even the most incredible, like, Japanese subbed voice, I'm not gonna get the same intensity, the same cleverness as if I was a native speaker. I listen to Little Bunny dubs. Oh, you mean you don't like the YouTube channel Little Bunny YT Spanish? Crazy. Oh, let's go English sub for animes for games like these for dub.
Phew, I feel a little calmer in here. I needed a change of scenery and found myself visiting the leisure lounge. Huh? There's no one here. That's too bad. I was in the mood to talk to someone. I wasn't really sure what to do, so I sat on the chair by the side of the pool and gazed into the water for a while. Suddenly, I got an unpleasant, twisty feeling in my stomach. Why am I so hungry? I just ate a few minutes ago. What's going on with my stomach? My appetite seems to come and go a lot lately. I reached out for a bottle of water in hopes of quelling my hunger pains. And as I did...
Hi.
Oh! Hiroko! A surprised, troubled expression crossed her face. She must not have expected to find me here. I thought I'd finally get the chance to talk to her, but as soon as she saw me, she turned around and began walking away. Hey, wait! I ran after Hiroko and grabbed her, wrapping a hand around one of her long, slender arms.
Let me go.
Sorry, but I can't right now. I need to talk to you, Hiroko.
I have nothing to say to you.
Hiroko looked away, refusing to meet my eye. She was acting so strange, I had no idea why. Are you feeling better? I heard you were sick yesterday. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a few nights ago, when you were attacked in the biolab. Remember that person with the power saw, right? Where did they come from? What happened that night?
Can you let go of me now? You're going to leave a mark.
Oh, sorry. I realized I'd been holding on to her really hard and let go. But I couldn't let her leave just yet. I shifted around and blocked her path to the door.
I've already told you. I have nothing to say to you. Stop wasting my time and move aside.
Why are you acting like this? Is there some reason you can't tell me?
Please, just leave me alone.
Hiroko, what are you? Before I could say anything else, Hiroko shoved me aside, knocking me off balance. Oh, wow. I fell on my butt with a painful thud. That girl really didn't want to talk to me. I got to my feet to go after her, but she was already gone. Hiroko, why? I had no idea what was going on with her. Why wouldn't she tell me what happened? Why was she avoiding me all of a sudden? I didn't know, but one thing was clear. Hiroko was hiding something. I can't just give up. I need to find out the truth. I wouldn't get anything out of Hiroko the way she was now, but there was plenty of other stuff I could investigate. I decided to clear my mind by looking around somewhere else.
Free time. We should have a lot more of... I'm in the wrong room. We should have more BP to spin. Never mind. We do not have enough. I could probably upgrade a thing or two, but not what I want to. Okay, do we know anything else that Nozomi would like? No. Maybe she'll like the globe because she's interested in the planet. I feel like it's a Carrara item because it says you feel like you're king of the world, but I'm grasping for straws.
Oh.
She didn't like it. Okay, what
This
other
may
Carrara
sound
memory do you
weird,
have?
But I'm starting to think life here isn't so bad after all. Apart from the fighting, of course. I fight because I have no choice, not because I like it. I was always occupied when I was little and never got to play with friends. I pretended to be fine, but I was really lonely deep inside. Can you believe I've never watched a movie with friends before? how can a person make friends or a boyfriend like that? I mean, it's not like I especially wanted a boyfriend. I'm sorry. This is becoming awkward. My movie interests were quite different from those around me anyway. I preferred vintage stuff. I'm really into movies set when humanity was still living on Earth. With an interest like that, it's going to be hard to find someone to go to the movies with me. Huh?
Okay. The last one sounded like what we knew of her. Karua. Just with us removed from the equation. That felt very, very different. There was massive, like, completely different person vibes. So, probably the history of mankind? I don't think we can go searching today, but we do need to get a lot more stuff. Oh, wait, she likes movies. Maybe she'll like a home projector. Does anyone else like it? We've not given this to anyone before. Because it's a Nozomi item.
Oh, this...
Nope. I'm so bad in Nozomi, guys.
You never know. Well then.
Huh? I didn't get to talk to Rocco today either. There's still so much I don't know about that girl. I never really got to know her the first time around. Hopefully this time she'll open up to me and we'll make it through this alive. No, not just hopefully. I'll definitely make that happen.
Get ready for your... I've unlocked some new the VR machine. Be sure to...
Whoa!
The obnoxious morning announcement played just like it always did. Knowing that the person who'd recorded those announcements was gone now made it feel a little uncanny though. What's the idea of making the 19th a milestone day anyway? All that good round number stuff made no sense. Wait, didn't I say that last time too? Shaking off the haze that lingered around my thoughts, I got out of bed.
Ruru! Hi, Ruru! Hi, friend.
Speaking of the library, I've got some business there today. But first, I'd better have breakfast. Time to go to the cafeteria. I stepped into the cafeteria and grabbed some food. For a second, my eyes met Hiroko's from across the room.
Huh?
Oh. There was a moment of silence and then she turned away. She refused to even look in my direction after that. Sheesh, guess she's still avoiding me. Sighing inwardly, I turned my attention back to my food. When I was done, I made my way to the library.
First rule of time travel, get used to deja vu. You say that every time. Oh my god, Mongoose. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Oh.
Huh? I think Darumi found it somewhere around here. I stood in front of the library stacks, thinking back to the day Darumi and I found the strange diary.
Hi, Red.
I still didn't completely buy that it has anything to do with what's going on here, but it was worth taking another look at what was here. There might be some kind of clue. And right now, I needed all the information I could get. I ran a finger along the spines of the books, then began pulling them out one by one. My movements got faster and more frantic, kept going until I'd emptied the entire shelf. How long did I spend doing that? I completely lost track of time in my desperate search, but eventually I found something that made me stop and take notice. Oh, what's this? I lifted up a bean old volume with a hardcover. It had caught my attention for a simple reason. There wasn't any writing on it. The front cover, back cover, and spine were all completely blank. Looked at the back to see if there was any publication info there, but the last few pages had rotted and crumbled away.
Huh?
Must be really old. I gently opened it. The title page to be greeted by the only text I'd seen so far.
Ah.
The history of the school?
Okay, this is good information.
The letters were faded and old-fashioned, but I could still read them okay. Come to think of it, aside from the basics, I actually knew remarkably little about this academy. And with both Siri and Nigao gone, there wasn't anyone I could ask about it. It's not something I've thought about very much, but this isn't exactly a run-of-the-mill school. Turn the pages, get a whiff of the musty paper smell that only really old books develop. There was no publication date anywhere, so I had no way of knowing how old it was exactly.
Reads, redeem, drink water. Chad, drink some water.
There was no publication date anywhere, so I had no way of knowing how old it was exactly. I flicked through the pages at random until... Huh? Caught a glimpse of some troubling text. Did I see that right? I went back to the page in question, and sure enough, there it was. Notes on the serial murder incidents. My heart skipped a beat. A trail of cold sweat ran down my back as I began to read the passage. It detailed a series of ghastly murders that took place at the academy sometime in the past. They started suddenly one day without any warning. A mysterious figure appeared in the school and started picking off students one after the other. Clad in a strange black suit, the killer used bladed weapons like saws and hatchets to massacre their victims. Some students rallied together to try and fight back, but they were all mercilessly cut down. The next day, the academy was sealed off from the outside world. Students prepared to mourn the friends they'd lost, but then the killer came back. Once again, they mowed down student after student, bathing the school in blood. Cries of pain, fear, and hatred echoed throughout the grounds as the students' short lives came to an abrupt, violent end. And then, just like before, the killer disappeared without a trace. No one knew how they got in to begin with, although some thought that they might have passed himself off as one of the surviving students. No one ever got a definitive answer, and the nightmare still wasn't over. Again and again, the killer would seemingly appear out of nowhere, slaughter a handful of students, and disappear again. Naturally, there were attempts to fight back, but none of them achieved anything. It was as if they were dealing with an unkillable demon. Even now, the killer still stalks these halls, waiting the time for another massacre. An unkillable demon. This has got to be made up, right? It just doesn't sound realistic, although I guess it's not the craziest thing in the world.
Hey, we're basically Model 2, so not that weird.
I found myself thinking back to the strange diary again. Could it have been written by one of the students who survived the attacks? The information in the old book and the diary matched up looked too well for it to be a coincidence. But the part about the killer still hiding out somewhere in the school, that couldn't be true, could it? They've been the one who wrote the threatening message that started all this. No, wait. I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let's see if there's anything else. I took a deep breath. Took a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Took a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. I went back to reading the school history. For the next few hours, I immersed myself in urban legends and reports of other strange incidents that had supposedly occurred in years long past. Alright, I think that should do it. Let's cover the side, having skimmed through most of what the book had to offer.
Chat. You guys ever do like kind of what Takumi does, where like you go down like a creepy story rabbit hole in the middle of the night, and you know the entire time you're like, I'm not gonna be able to go to the bathroom in the night because I'm gonna be so scared of the darkness. But you can't stop yourself. Nod. I do that. I always regret it. But I can't stop myself from doing it.
covered a wide variety of topics, but it all sounded like things made up for fun rather than describing events that actually happened. The stuff about the serial killer is the only part that feels like it might be important. I don't know if it has anything to do with the power saw maniac I saw, but it's worth thinking about. I'll take this book with me for now. Rumi finds that it will only fuel her morbid fantasies. It was already dark out. I'd spent the better part of the day reading. I tucked the book under my shirt, left the library, and headed back to my room.
I feel like someone's gonna break into our room and be like, why'd you have a murder book and a book about murders?
Heady soldier. You never will then.
And we're gonna look really suspicious.
Phew, another day's flown by. There wasn't an enemy attack today, but there's bound to be another one soon. I need to be ready. I should focus on training tomorrow. I'd like to look into the murder set book talked about too. And I still haven't gotten a straight answer out of Hiroko.
Hey!
There's so much to deal with, I don't even know where to start. I think I'll just sleep on it. Maybe things will be more clear in the morning. I let out a long, hard yawn and switched off the lights. So ended my 19th day at Last Fence Academy.
All right. The book about murder. The murder book.
Get ready for prepared. Be ready to give your
Murderer's book.
Morning again. I actually got a decent night's sleep for once. Now, what should I do today? Should I prepare for our next battle or... Actually, I'd better get some breakfast before I make any decisions.
Okay, let's go get some breakfast. La la la. Does it make rollings? Okay, I guess that confirms our mom did make rolled eggs. Which Nozomi's story. Interesting. Okay, I don't want to set it to auto, but I don't want to go up there. So, good luck.
Ready to go?
Good luck, team. They are so bad if you don't go out with them.
You never know.
So bad.
Huh? Another day's done. The day went by in a flash. I'd better hit the sack before I start feeling hungry again. I wasn't all that tired, but I got into bed and forced myself to go to sleep.
Prepare. Be ready to.
Yeah, ready, be ready. Yeah, ready, be ready.
I got to the cafeteria and glanced around. Sure enough, Hiroko wasn't there. What's her problem? At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her about that night. No, I can't give up. I'll ask her again today. I have to try.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi.
I was just taking my tray to my table when Moko called out to me, chipper as ever. I turned around and saw that Nozomi was with her. Hey, you two. You're up and at it early today, huh?
Good morning, Takumi. Want to eat with us?
Sure, thanks. I took a seat opposite the girls. Moko stared at me intently, like she had something to say, but she didn't know how to bring it up. Is there something on my face?
No, of course not. I was just checking out your breakfast, that's all. You got a real good balance of macronutrient there. You can add some of my protein powders for a little extra, though.
I'm good, thanks.
How about drinks? You want to check some raw eggs, maybe?
No, that's fine. I'm fine.
All party people are welcome to your loss.
Something's up with Moko. What does she really want to talk to me about? Maybe she's waiting for me to make the first move, but I'll look like a total creep if I'm wrong.
Come on, Moko. Let's just come right on and ask him. I was getting to it. Stuff like this calls for a delicate approach. Now we know Hiroko's mainly virtue could be at stake here.
Huh? What about Hiroko?
Oops, there you go again. Someone call a plumber. We've got a leak. I'm sorry, Takumi. I really hope you don't take this the wrong way. But Moko and I have been talking, and we both think you and Hiroko have been acting a little strange lately.
Right, I should have known this was coming.
We didn't want to pry, but it's been going on for a while, so... Sorry, hun. We didn't know how to bring it up.
Don't apologize. It's my fault for making you worry. Your concern was understandable. Things have been awkward between me and Hiroko ever since the incident. But what was I supposed to say? I had no idea why she was avoiding me. Well, some stuff happened, but I'm not sure how to explain. Struggle to find the right words, but Nozomi didn't press me.
It's okay if you don't want to talk about it right now. Just know that when you're ready, we'll be here for you.
Huh? Oh, right, yeah. My breath caught in my throat for just a moment. I felt like I was talking to Kaoru again.
I'll see what I can do to soften up Hiroko, too. I know she's the type who likes to be on her own, but she's still a poor, vulnerable maiden at heart. Even rabbits can die of loneliness. Hi, Ultimate, don't leave! I could die! You can't leave me! I will die! You have to stay here, please. Please, I'm so lonely. Twitch chat hasn't rolled a single D20 in like an hour. You boys have to show some sensitivity. What does that have to do with it?
I get the feeling this conversation's drifting away from its original topic. I don't have the energy to get it back on course, though. I'll just smile and nod until it's over. After finishing breakfast, I said goodbye to Moko and Nozomi and went back to my room.
Pets he'd... There actually is a pet he'd redeem. D20, I get to sleep. Sorry, not a 25. You can't go to bed. Hi, California. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Bunny Brigade. Glad to have you here. How are you doing?
Okay, what should I do today? The idea of this mystery killer still worries me, but the whole thing's kinda sketchy. The invaders are a much more definite threat. I need to be ready for the next time they attack.
D20, give a sub. I mean... You did lose your #1 top gifter. Good, how are you? I'm great. I love this game. We did a goofy... We did two... What was it even called? Comedy route endings. And then we jumped to a really serious route. And I have whiplash. But this game is really good, so I'm okay with it. We are here to keep Sawn in death. We sure are.
Move out.
Oh, I've never heard this game. The TLDR is a bunch of kids kidnap question mark and have to defend a school for 100 days. And they don't know why. And there's a bunch of monsters. Some of them look like people. And there's lots of mysteries. And there's 100 different endings. So you're trying to work out the mystery, or some routes are just funny and you don't work out the mystery, you're just
Heady soldiers
on a game show
you never know
and stuff. But yeah, it's a very like Danganronpa coded. You know that game? Rise of Danganronpa? Yeah, this is just Danganronpa V4. There's even Like, one of the characters is obsessed with killing games and just constantly, like, references Danganronpa.
Huh, today was pretty uneventful. That's not to say I don't have any problems. Hiroko, the killer, the invaders, there's still a lot I need to deal with. Out of all of them, Hiroko's probably the most urgent. If I don't patch things up with her soon, everyone else is gonna worry. Alright, tomorrow for sure I'll... What the? The alarm! The enemy's attacking now?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Anyone dead in this timeline? We killed Aito. Nigo blew themselves up at second defense, and Siri, mysteriously we found him cut to pieces in a bin.
Oh, I'd better get going. I was out of bed before the first echoes of the alarm had faded. We can do this. I won't let anyone die. I won't let anybody die this time. Taking the briefest moments to psych myself up, I rushed out the door and made my way to the war room. I tripped over every word, like a tongue twister trying to swap voices so much. Night attack! Seriously, don't these bastards ever sleep?
There's a lot more of them than last time, too. They're really going all out.
Huh?
Well, so you think maybe that bomber can take them out? Sorry, it's taking a while to put it all together. There's no way we'll be ready for this battle. For real, we've got to violate ourselves. Don't worry, I'll fight too.
Oh, really, Kako? Where's this coming from? She's made a point of staying out of battles until now. Not to mention how overprotective Ema is.
Do you think the announcement for the invaders is because she gets voice actor? Yeah, it sounds like her. I think. I thought that before.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Yeah, it sounds very much like her. I can't just stand on the sidelines and let you all protect me. I've been training hard so I can handle myself out there. Please, let me join you.
I'd be happy to have you with us, but are you sure about this?
There's nothing I can do when she gets like this. I tried to persuade her to reconsider, but it didn't work. She even threatened to sever our sibling bond. The idea was so distressing I passed out on the spot.
Sorry if this is rude, but may I know your pronouns? Oh, good. One's gender is the opposite of what you think it is. In other words, I literally do not care. I don't care. I'll never admit either way. It's funnier this way, because then there's people in chat who like try to work out if I'm a boy or a girl or what. The point is, I'm fighting and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't interfere, brother dearest.
I've been training too, by the way. If push comes to shove, I'll jump in and protect my dear sister.
I'll fight too. I'm sorry about before.
You too, Shoma.
The voice range confused me. Broken heart. Broken heart. I'm sorry.
You don't gotta worry yourself about this guy. I've trained him up so he won't embarrass himself.
That's right. I've gone from being mold on the bathroom floor to mold on a toilet seat. It's a huge upgrade. Nice to see you guys finally showing some backbone. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's unproductive parasite.
Well, they did take care of the school back when that threatening message forced us to leave.
Game audio go there. I do see. Why? How has it gone bad 3 times in one stream? What the hell? One is actually a VTuber, blah. I'm sorry, who are you?
But with this intruder on the loose, it might actually be more dangerous for them to hang back while the rest of us go and fight.
That's a good point. You coming too, Rumi? I don't Sumo. I'd love to show up as the mutilated corpses waiting for you to get back. That's such a classic killing game opening. Yeah! Oh, but I could guess it'll... but I guess it could be fun to go wild and massacre a bunch of enemies too. I'm in. The red snibbling on the audio cables. See, this is the thing. It's a bug with OBS. Because I don't hear the broken audio. You guys have to tell me when it breaks. Because I hear nothing different on my end. I literally have like swapped the audio sources like different and swap it back and it fixes. It's very weird.
That's the spirit.
Now that's decided, we shouldn't waste any more time. We'll be mobilizing all team members for this battle. Team leader, give the order.
Happens to me with Cookie Run Kingdom. Oh. Man, I haven't played Cookie Run in forever.
Right. It's been so long since Hiroko spoke to me. She caught me off guard. This is no time to get flustered though. I need to focus on the battle.
I started playing it, it's so bad. I'm broke now. Oh no. Hopefully it hasn't been too much. Wow. It's okay, that was good money. Yeah. As the important thing is that you were happy with your decision. And you didn't just lose a little gotcha. Okay, so this should probably be the... Is this the Eva battle? Or is this the two, the husband and wife? Either way, we've done the battle before, so we can skip it. When the world what? Exclamation point cry? That is a direct quote from me. Fog. Okay, so it is Eva.
What gives? I can't see the enemy in this. We're sitting ducks out here.
Without Siri around, are we finally going to not brainwash her this time?
Deal with this mist?
I really want to non-brainwash Eva.
We did in my future.
Kako, make your way outside the mist and snipe the enemy from a distance. Ima, you'll have to cover her. Both of you. Hurry.
So, I just protect my dear sister from any harm that comes her way? Now that I can do.
Okay.
Thanks for that, Hiroko.
Don't waste time talking. Concentrate on the battle.
I can't believe you guys like her. She's so mean to me. And we win. Whoa! I haven't fought a real battle in weeks.
This commander, is she?
Yeah, she's the one we took prisoner in my future.
I'm here this time. I won't allow that kind of worthless sentiment.
Huh? But...
We'll talk about this later.
Oh, is Hiroko gonna kill Eva? Is that what we're gonna do instead of brainwashing her?
Here we go.
Get ready! We're about to win! Funny what happens when you're able to skip fights you've done before. Whoa! We won! So then we didn't have to do this fight for like 4th time, 5th time, 6th time.
Yeah, we won. Now we just have to finish off the commander.
Shouldn't be too hard. She's basically on her way out already.
We look down at the defeated commander.
Please, don't kill me.
Huh? Did she just say something?
My name is Ava, the
Whoa!
paragon of nature.
Raiden for pot, turn him over? He has a monkey gun. Do I have any counter to this? Oh, I see your gun, and I raise you one laser beam. Hey, Markiplier. Throwing a pot, slow one rate. I'm sorry, I don't. Hey, how was your stream? Thank you for the raid. What were you playing tonight? And most importantly, did you have fun? Okay, I see how this is going. Come on, keep throwing them. When I'm throwing them, we can move on. I got all over. You already have a rainbow version of yourself. That's cool. That's cool. Ow.
I beg of you, please spare my life. I surrender. I'll come quietly, so just let me live. I do not want to die.
The terrified invader raised a trembling hand and brought it to her mask.
I played Minecraft only spent hours digging through suspicious gravel. Oh no. How much suspicious gravel did you accidentally break?
Then she removed it to reveal what was underneath.
This is the commander's true face? She's no
Whoa!
different from
It's a
us.
real person! We did not know that from every single route.
You'd almost think she was human.
She looks roughly the same age as us as well. This certainly isn't what I expected to be concealed under that mask.
Speaking of masks, didn't you say something about that too, Takumi? Don't the commanders consider removing their masks a sign of surrender?
Yeah.
Yeah. That and a way of showing respect to your opponents.
And it's one of their religious teachings they never go against, right?
My phone's on my chat. Not
That's
all good.
What Takumi told us is true, anyway.
Oh, do we gotta find out who's lying now? Who should we string up first?
Her taking off her mask makes no difference.
I really hope this is a decision. I don't want Hiroko to do this.
Doesn't that seem a little cruel?
Not as cruel as attacking at night and trying to kill us in our beds.
She's also the reason Ima had to get turned into Sire, right? Personally, I think that operation sounds like an interesting challenge. How about you, Ima?
Oh, good night, Jennifer.
Good question.
Thank
It's
you.
a tough choice, all right.
Again.
What's so tough about it? She caused you so much suffering in the future. She's just going to betray us again this time. There's no point sparing an enemy if it means losing an ally later. I'm with Kako on this one. Besides, people who hide
You guys
their
are
true faces should
savage.
never be trusted.
That's not very convincing coming from you, Miss Osuzuki.
If we're gonna kill her anyway, can't I keep her as a research subject? I'd love to see what invaders' bodies are like on the inside.
Wait, please. I don't know anything about this previous timeline you're talking about, but I would never defy God's teachings. I've lost the battle. I surrender. You can do what you want with me, but please, don't kill me.
The commander's pleas were getting more and more desperate.
Takumi, please. I really think we should spare her.
You have until her choice, you let her live. Yeah.
Afraid to die. Can we?
Well, Mr. Sumino, what's it to be?
Takumi, brother dearest, stand aside. If you won't kill her, I'll do it myself. I need to get stronger, and this is the fastest way to do
Taco!
that. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Takumi, can't you do something? We've already won the battle. Can't we just let her live?
What do you think, Takumi?
Anger, sadness, pity, desperation, fear. Everywhere I look, somebody looked back at me with a different expression. They're all waiting for me to make the call. It wasn't an easy decision, but I knew what I had to do.
We're not going to kill her.
Yeah!
Let's take her prisoner like before.
What?
Good guy Takumi doesn't even give us a decision.
Why kill Ado but let this invader live? If you're gonna make these big decisions, can't you be a little more consistent?
I didn't want to kill Ato, but I had to keep everyone safe. Anyway, we'll learn from the mistakes we made in my future and keep security on our prisoner extra tight.
But she can still escape or turn on us some other way.
She only escaped because of
Our
Aito, I
team
think.
leader has made his decision. We have to abide by it. And since we can understand the invader's language now, it could provide a tactical advantage too. If we take
Why is
this
Rum
commander
pissed?
prisoner, we can interrogate her and potentially learn something that will help us out later.
Because the information from the last timeline is that she breaks out and like gets Ima killed and other problems like that. So they are like, why are we messing with this? You killed Aito for a similar reason.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not just going soft here. You've got to believe me.
I suppose that makes sense.
A very
What do
cash
you
money
think,
of
Lady
Takumi.
Kako?
If there's a proper reason for it, I guess that's okay.
I hadn't expected Hiroko to be so supportive, but thanks to her the mood was starting to change. Everyone was still clearly conflicted, but they were starting to come around to the idea I'd proposed.
Did she break out Idol? Did she break out an Idol release, remember? I fairly certain it was Aito shenanigans.
I'm in favor of taking the commander prisoner.
Same here! So what if she escaped into Kumi's future? We just gotta make sure that doesn't happen this time.
I should forget. My apologies. Good night, home
If
girl,
you're all going to insist,
homeboy, home
I guess I'll
person.
go along with it.
Ah, it was very nice meeting you. I hope you have a wonderful rest. Take care.
I think we should spare her too. I'll help take care of her and everything.
If we need to torture her at any point, can you let
Oh,
me
I'm
do it?
excited. This is the
What
first
kind
route
of
that we're gonna have her
screams
alive,
do
and we're not gonna
invaders
brainwash her, so we can
Just
actually get information out of
imagine
her.
it is giving me goosebumps.
Ugh! Sir Yugamu, tell your little Yugamu to calm down. Ugh! Sir Yugamu, tell your little Yugamu to calm down.
You've heard of Little Bun. Now get ready for Little Yugamu.
Forget the commander. Someone put this guy in a cage.
Sounds like the matter's decided. The rest is up to you, team leader.
First things first, let's get her into a cage. We'll use a sturdier lock than we did in my timeline too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd never forgive myself if I died here. No matter what, I need to make it home one day.
And we know why now. I like how Yugamu is Mr. Fantastic with stretchy arms. What?
We summoned the drones to take the prisoner away and locked her up in the courtyard. We were all exhausted from our late night battle. We staggered back to our rooms afterwards for some well-earned rest.
By the way, chat, as a reminder, make sure to take any funny clips you see. Just a reminder. Yeah, when you use him to attack, you can see his arms stretching. Sorry. Never? No, like, actually, last it, I've been trying to... I've been trying to do YouTube stuff. And like clips that are really useful. And I hit 1,000 subs recently and we did a big celebration. And I'd really appreciate if you guys could take more clips of me so I could share more. But if you hate me and don't want to do it, you don't have to yell at me.
I can finally get some sleep. Mostly my thoughts centered on the prisoner. Eva, she'd called herself. We were finally going to be able to get a chance to sit down and talk to a commander.
No, I just realized what's going to happen. And Lil Bunny got a 1 cent payment outside of YouTube. For 1,000 subs, she turned a viewer into Bunny live on stream. Yeah, he's still in a cage. Actually, do you guys want to know how much? I can tell you exactly how much I've made so far. I'm gonna blow you away. I have made $2.54 in the past week. At this rate, I am making about $130 a year. Are you proud of me? Well, it's gonna be 2 cents. No. It's bigger. But, keep in mind, I make like, probably like $1 of ad revenue a stream on Twitch. It's like way less. Alright, Miss Richie Pants, calm down. Hi, RVD. Okay, so my theory here is that we're never gonna get information from Eva. We know there's a serial killer, something on the loose. I think we're gonna wake up in the morning, she'll be dead in her cage.
We were finally going to get a chance to sit down and talk to a commander. She'd managed to get away last time, but I won't make the same mistake again. I'll talk to her tomorrow and see what she can tell us. For the first time in a while, it felt like we might make actual progress. The relief that thought gave me was enough to carry me into a peaceful slumber.
Ding dong, bing.
I gradually drifted back to consciousness, my head still fuzzy. I stretched out under the covers and thought back on the events of last night. Wonder what time it is. I looked at my clock and found it was already past noon. I'd slept like the dead. I might have overdone it. My head was killing me. Going to get breakfast would be such a drag. I had no appetite at all. Maybe I was too tired to be hungry. But I can't just not eat anything. I picked at some rations I happened to have laying around and eventually had a shower and got dressed. Then I remembered Eva, the commander, were taken prisoner. I decided to go check on her before I did anything else. That's... As I made my way to the courtyard, I spotted Shoma coming the other way. He was carrying a cafeteria tray.
Oh no. We haven't seen that sprite of her lying down before. Oh, Takumi, good morning or afternoon.
Hi, Shoma. I guess it's more like afternoon now. Did you get up at the normal time today?
I sure did. I need to bring Eva her breakfast. I never also taking care of her after all. It's only natural that I should include feeding her.
How was she? Did she say anything to you?
She ate a little, but she didn't speak. I think she's in a state of extreme stress. She was trembling all over, although it might just be because she was so disgusted by my clean body odor. She's asleep now. That's the first time she's slept since we put her in a cage.
Okay. Sounds like it'll be a while before we can get anything out of her.
I'm sure if we keep talking to her, she'll open up to us eventually. She has such a beautiful, gentle look in her eyes. I don't think she's a bad person, really.
Shoma developed a strong attachment to the prisoner last time, too. Things are different now, so I want to believe it won't lead to the same disaster as it did back then. I'll leave Eva in your care then. Let me know if there's any change.
Right, I'll do the best job in an episode like me can.
I do want to see what Eva can tell us, but there's no point in rushing things if she's not ready to talk yet. I decided to let Shoma handle her for now, and went to spend my time somewhere else.
Bling. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Okay, let's look at some abilities. Oh my god, I keep going to the war room when I mean to go to the garage. Hey chat, is it garage or garage? Oh! We have no resources. You would say that, Bizza. Okay, we're still on the what the hell does Nozomi like train. Oh, she might like the pretty shell. I pronounce it a third way too. Both are valid. Both are valid.
This looks not.
She hated it.
Ah. Phew, it's getting dark. I should head back and get some sleep. Gazing absently at the sky, I ambled across the roof towards my room. Hiroko was there too, also looking at the night sky. I wouldn't get a better chance to talk to her than this. I changed direction and walked over to her, but then...
Why does she look so shocked every time she sees me?
She must have noticed me. She abruptly got to her feet and began walking away. What's wrong with her? Why does she keep avoiding me?
Hey!
Hiroko, wait a minute! Panic and irritation made my voice come out louder than I'd intended. It got Hiroko to stop though. She turned around regarding me with quiet disdain. I'm sorry for yelling. It just slipped out. I really need to talk to you.
Didn't I tell you I had nothing to say to you?
It's fine if you don't want to talk. But at least tell me why you're avoiding me.
She didn't say a word. Chilly silence. That was the only answer she deigned to give me. So that's how it is. Sorry for disturbing you. But you'll tell me someday, right? I want us all to survive this war.
That includes you, Hiroko. If something's bothering you, you can always ask me for help.
Hi, Swordman. How are you doing?
Oh, and thank you for backing me up when I wanted to spare Eva. If you hadn't been there, the discussion might have gone on all night. Thanks for trusting me.
I just made the most logical choice.
I'm grateful all the same. Thanks again.
She's blushing. Does she hate us or not? I don't know what's up with her. Did you want the club stacked with a full game? I did stack last time, it looks okay. Yeah. Honestly, before I post the clips, I go back and I make sure that it's, I stack it anyway, since a lot of people don't stack. And make sure it looks good. Fun still doesn't understand women. They're confusing! They say one thing, but they mean another. My small brain does not get it. I'm good. Was that your male voice?
Yeah. That was my male voice, Swordman. Hopefully you kind of like it.
Also found out the VA for Hiroko's trans. Oh, that's cool. She has a really... mature voice.
Hiroko turned on her heel and left, still not saying anything. I felt like her cool, collected demeanor had eased up for a moment, though. I couldn't tell for sure since it's so dark. Well, at least I gotta thank her. Hiroko was hiding something from me. That much was obvious, but for whatever reason, she wasn't able to tell me about it. I guess I'll just have to gain her trust, slowly but surely. Don't get discouraged. She didn't come back in time just to give up when things got tough.
Did a garage or garage is garagey?
You're going to win this war and take everyone back to the artificial satellite, right? Yeah, whatever it takes, that's what I'm going to do. I made a silent vow to myself. The twinkling stars up above is my only weakness.
The Hiroko VA was VA for Danganronpa fan games, which was so good she got the job in the 100 line. That's so cool! I've, oh my god, back when I was a massive Danganronpa fan, I really downplayed it. I was such a big fan. I used to like, I knew what all the fan projects were, but, and this was important, I didn't watch the fan projects because a lot of them were like, we have 1.5 chapters, and I'm like, it will kill me to watch 1.5 chapters and not get answers. But like, I knew about like all the fan projects. I swore one day I would watch them when they were done. I was here when Hiroko freaked out when Takumi saw her in the Leisure Land. What happened now? She's just been doing the same thing over and over for days. Also, hi Thanos, Matt. I forgot to say. First time chatter. I like that. That's pretty cool. This route feels a lot more important though, because he actually mentioned the artificial satellite and going there. That alone tells me we're on a route that will be of somewhat importance. Fun fact, I discovered Danganronpa through Roblox. What?
The night passed quietly without incident, drawing to an end to my 22nd day at the academy.
Get prepared. Be ready to.
How? Give it. Did you play a Roblox Danganronpa game? I've done like a roleplay / gamified Danganronpa killing game in VR chat. They're like communities that play games every week, and I did it once. I only did it once because it was kind of... There were too many rules. It was way too confusing to do. I was like... I'd rather just play a simpler game. Or do stuff IRL. That was over a decade ago. But what do you mean? How? Do you play Roblox and someone just typed in chat Danganronpa? And you're like, oh no, I know what it is. I have discovered it through you, Trino, playing it. I was like, yeah, that's how I discovered it. No, actually, I discovered it because my anime list recommended it to me, so I watched the first season. And I thought it wasn't very good. Because Danganronpa the animation is bad. However, then like a year or two later, Danganronpa 2 came out on Steam, and someone I liked watching played it. And I fell in love with Danganronpa 2, so I went back and watched their playthrough of Danganronpa 1. And then when V3 came out, that was my favorite thing ever. And then when UDG got English translated, I played that for myself. And then when V3 came out, I played that for myself. That was my experience with the series.
Oh, another day starting. How should I spend my time today?
So yeah, I got into it through the anime. Which was not so good. Which is crazy because Danganronpa 3 anime is like one of my favorite animes of all time. I think no one could replace Hajime as my favorite character possibly in all fiction. TBH, I really like his character. I like him, but I know he's no Nagito. You know. He's no Nagito.
Oh, this looks...
She never likes my presence. Maybe I'm the problem. Rare DR3 enjoy it? What do you mean rare? And by 3, I don't mean V3. I mean the 3 Zetsubo and 3 Mariah. I hate Hajime. Nagito, of course, is go to this my profile pic. How can you hate Hajime but like Nagito? I feel like they're two halves of a whole. Like, I feel like you can't have... I feel like you... Nagito without Hajime is like the Joker without Batman. You may love the Joker, but like, he really does need a Batman.
What? For me? Thank you. I'll take good care of it.
Most people don't like the... Really? To be fair, I don't know if many people talk about the anime. I love it. It's so good. I love it.
You never know when the... Well then.
I'm not a fan of V3 both Cast and Charles.
Huh?
It's definitely my least favorite entry of the 3 main games. I think it has a lot of good about it, but yeah, I think a lot of the... How do I put it? I think the game felt like they were trying too hard to make it feel super duper Danganronpa-y. With your like, we have everything from the last games and 200 more references. Kokichi's in all case. Kokichi's my favorite. Gonto's great than that. That's about it. Okay, no, I liked a couple of characters. I loved Maki, loved Kaito, loved Kaide. But I think like Neo Aikido was just like, why? I think Gonta was kind of like way too tropish. I'm still the ending I'm not a huge fan of. Conceptually I love it. Rally I kind of hate it. How did I cry so much? Got super ick when he screamed like crazy person when he screamed the cod for the time and he never recovered. I love all 3 games equally. The important thing is that you're able to form your own opinion.
That's another day done. Time flies when we're not fighting. If only we could make it to day 100 as peacefully as this. I knew that was just a hollow fantasy, but it gave me some comfort as I gradually drifted off to sleep.
Oh, I also
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine.
just one last thing on the topic.
Be ready.
I really was not a big fan of the V3 setting. I think Danganronpa 1 being trapped inside of a school is really interesting. And I think number 2 being on a tropical island where like everything's kind of perfect. But at the same time, there's like a mystery of the island and how to get away from it. And they make really good use of the settings. Like, I feel like almost every area in V2 is used really well. V3, I mean, the school's just not that memorable. Like, there's so many buildings on the outside. How many people remember there's an entire casino? Yeah, it just wasn't that memorable. How many people remember you had people like Dragon Ball balls in and random things in a random walls? I forgot the name of the V3 school. It's like the school for gifted juveniles or something. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever get a... I hope we do not get a Danganronpa 4. Because I think it would ruin the ending of V3.
Okay, time to get up. What should I do today? I need to make sure I'm using my time productively.
Yeah, I respect V3 a lot. It doesn't mean I necessarily love it. What does she want? Maybe girl power? Do I know who likes girl power? No, Nozomi doesn't. She likes it, she doesn't love it. Is it a Moko item?
Whoa, this is fabulous! Hits me right in the feels! Oh, it's like I'm seeing the best plot twist ever!
Yeah. I was gonna delete that message in case spoilers. I will say, I think you're thinking of the wrong Danganronpa 1 antagonist. And I do think that the V3 antagonist stands up to V2. Not my favorite, but I do think he stands up. He's not as good, but it's like as like a S tier. This is a A minus. He's either you hate him or you love him character. I love him. I think he's very... I love when villains are interesting. Very much so that, how do I put it? A lot of people like villains because they are... Like, they'll like certain villains because the villain's realistic or the villain is relatable. I like a villain who's memorable. To me, it's important that like I remember them because I play so many video games that yeah, like I just play a lot of games where I'm like, I played Ni no Kuni too. Do I remember who the villain was? No. It's just kind of like, that's a very important thing to me. Best minor DR moment. It's a lie! I love that it's a lie moment.
Thank you. I'll cherish it forever and ever.
Please do not cherish it forever. It's chocolate. It needs to be eaten.
What's your future dream, Takumi? I realize I've never thought seriously about it before. I was always so busy with experiments and training. But if we save mankind by winning this war, I'm going to find my own dream. After resting first, of course. I'll spend some time finally living like a normal high school girl. I'll hang out with friends after school, get excited about Christmas and Valentine's Day and stuff like that. Oh, but I'll need to find someone who makes me excited for those festivals first. I've never given anyone Valentine's chocolates before. What about you, Takumi? Have you ever received chocolates from anyone?
I mean, if you're offering him one, then, you know, Nozomi, I'll be your Valentine. I also feel like he chose to rather make you want to hate him. Yeah, but like, the fact that he's trying to do that, I just think, whether he's lying or telling the truth makes him so interesting.
What am I asking? I'm sure you have. Sorry for the silly question.
Don't like Nozomi, she's mean to you? I like when she's more interesting. Think about it this way. I don't know what to give her. I don't know what to give her for gifts. And she literally does not have a goal. When she's like trying to talk about what she actually wants from the world and stuff. Make it a lot more 3D. I mean, feel free to clip that, you know. We can make a sequel to the last Nozomi clip. The chocolate isn't free, so you have to give something back on White Day.
The nighttime announcement played like it always did around that time. Normally, it would be my cue to start getting ready for bed, but not tonight.
Huh?
Oh, I really need to eat something. I was way too hungry to just go to sleep. I've been so stressed out lately, my reels have been pretty rough and ready. I guess that's finally catching up to me.
Surely she got brainwashed by Serenigo wanting to defend humanity when she has no goals. But the thing is that, unless he's good at lying, Siri didn't know that she was here. Like, he didn't know about her. Hi, Yummy. Her goal is to protect humanity. I feel like if you know what she said, you're talking back then in Zero. No, she did not say you're talking from back then. She said, oh, I remember you. How could I forget? And I've not forgotten, because literally the only time it has come up in any way since we've been doing our New Game Plus playthroughs has been on the joke ending, where Siri said that Karu never existed, and then freaking the crazy stuff happened off screen. Don missed an in-house stream. Doing better now that you're here. But like, I don't know. Kara feels like it. She feels very much like a princess in a video game right now, where she only exists to mean something to Takumi, if that makes sense. Like, it's very much the, I forget the name for it. But yeah, she doesn't remove Takumi and she's not an interesting character. That's how I feel about her right now. And when she does break through that lack of a interest, which a good example of that is when she got mad at us. When she became the defender of all the other girls in the school who are having pranks played on them, she was a lot more interesting. But normally she isn't like that. Hey, Diamond. This is the event grind raid. Oh, actually, you reminded me. Chat, tomorrow we're doing Genshin, because the new Genshin update should be out. And I'm super excited for Skirk. How'd it go? Did you roll? Did you get any 5 stars today? Hazel Rivel. There's only says some sort of spot would be interesting. Yeah. But the problem is, since you play this in any order, she's not allowed to have growth. And you're not allowed to Unlike a character like Kako, who they're able to like skip her growth arc and just kind of like on day 20 be like, oh yeah, no, she's already interesting. Well, they're not allowed to do that with Nozomi because she is one of the big mysteries of the game. I looked up your stream thing. That's right, you're tacky from back then. Oh, I guess I lied. Okay. I saw my polychrome instead to get Jiyeon. Right. Don't worry, I almost have guaranteed a skirk tomorrow. I'm at like 60 pity and I think I have like, I want to say like 70 roll save. So it's a 50-50 and then I've got still fairly good odds.
I've been so stressed lately that my meals... I've been so stressed lately my meals have been pretty rough and ready. I guess that's finally catching up to me. But I finished all of my rations and I really don't feel like going to the cafeteria.
Nozomi had very cool ones like getting absorbed by will and purpose, finding Obi-Wan weakness, etc. Yes, she had cool moments. But the problem is her character's still quite boring. Like, you're right, the fight with Carrara was one of my favorite moments of her. But 5 days later, that route was over. And she was back to normal. And the problem is that if I talk to Carrara right now, she's not an interesting... Sorry, if I talk to Nozomi right now, she's not an interesting version of Nozomi. She is the Nozomi before anything interesting happens. Even in the original route, where she got more character development, she was more interesting, but she has to keep resetting back to a much more boring point than the others. Like, I think one of the better characters is like Kyoshika. Kyoshika, I've yet to do a Kyoshika route. But base Kyoshika is very interesting and makes me want to get a route for her. Nozomi is not so interesting. And what I do want to know is just like, not character related stuff, but story related stuff about her. Hi Maple. Sorry I'm late. It's all good, you're just 3.5 hours late.
Maybe I'll just drink some water or something. I turned the faucet and began to frantically gulp down water. I was so hungry. It tasted better than regular water had any right to taste, but still wasn't enough. I'm drinking too much of this. I don't know if our water supply is limited, but I'd better not risk it.
There is a weird thing going on to Takumi eating like 2 people's worth of food. I do think at night he's like walking around possessed or something. And at night he's eating more food. He assumed to be female lead, this game's least interesting character in the game. Oof. Yeah. She is, you know? And I don't even like... Just think about it this way, right? If we have a route focused on a character like Yugamu, Nozomi will not do anything interesting. If she is not the focus of the story, then she is the most uninteresting part of the game. At least with Shoma. At least with Shoma. Since he had... They've done a kind of thing where in some routes, he gets... They like fast track his character development. Plus, Shoma has some stuff going on with Eva, which I think is interesting. Don't get me wrong, he's still like pretty low down on my list, but he at least has some stuff going on. In like every route.
Now that I'd fooled my stomach into feeling like it had something in it, I got into bed. Once I was asleep, the hunger wouldn't bother me anymore. I closed my eyes and allowed myself to drift off.
Maybe she's boring because she doesn't like Takumi. No, I think she's more interesting when she actively doesn't like Takumi.
Prepare. Be ready to get.
Morning already.
She is least interesting when she's just in a constant state of an object of desire. At least if she's like an obstacle, she becomes more interesting.
Morning already. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, still reluctant to leave the warmth of the covers. My hunger pangs from the night before it settled down, but I felt like I should eat a big breakfast today just in case. Better head to the cafeteria.
Her reaction to Kumi's chitlins while her situation makes her interesting. Yeah, and she has no response.
Mumbling to myself, I made it. I'm made to get out of bed, but then... Huh? Who could that be?
Yuri?
The sudden barrage of doorbell rings took me by surprise and it didn't end there.
Oh?
Takumi! Wake up! Please! Come quick!
That voice, Shoma! Took me a moment to recognize his voice over the knocking. He sounded flustered and panicky.
Is Eva dead?
Had something bad happened? I hurried over the door and opened it. Sure enough, Shoma was on the other side, his face as wide as a sheet. What is it? What's going on?
Eva, just come look for yourself.
Hey! Taken aback by Shoma's intensity, I allowed her to lead me away.
No, the door's been destroyed.
Shoma brought me to the courtyard. Everyone else was already there. They were looking at the animal pens with bemused looks on their faces. Shoma, what's going on here? What happened to Ava?
She's still in her cage. See for yourself.
Something in the way his voice quavered sent a shiver down my spine, but I dizzy sat and stepped forward to look at the cages. Inside was a sickeningly large pool of blood, and in the middle of it, a body covered in stab wounds.
Ava!
A body has been discovered.
For a moment, my mind froze up. What was I looking at? Had someone really killed her?
Good grief, with all this blood loss, there's no chance of reviving her. Although I'm not sure the Revive-O-Matic would have even worked on Invader in the first place.
Poor Ava, what a way to go. She'd have been better off if we killed her right off the bat. Taking her prisoner only led her to an even crueler fate. More importantly, who did this? We gotta find the culprit. Well, who was the first to discover the body? Shoma, he said it was like this when he came to give Eva her breakfast. We got up in the middle of the night and we drank quote-unquote water. Maybe it wasn't water. Eva should be regularly sharp. At the normal time, around day 20.
Huh?
A likely story, Mr. Gonzaki. It was you, wasn't it?
Of course not. Eva's so beautiful and pure. I'd never violate her like this.
Huh.
But it's always the person who discovers the body who turns out to be the killer.
It wasn't me, I swear. Stop that, brother dearest. You can't go around accusing people without evidence.
You're such a kind-hearted little angel, sister dearest. We don't deserve you.
One thing's been bothering me. It's the way the cage was broken open. Judging by the damage to this door, this was done with a bladed weapon. We use a blade.
Oh yeah, we know who carries one of those around.
It wasn't me, I assure you. The Holy Jumanji sword would never do something so crass.
I agree with you there. That sword of yours is more of a reprobate than a ruffian.
She's neither.
I don't think it was sliced open with a sword. Whatever did this had a lot of force behind it. Probably something motorized.
Motorized weapon.
The soul blade.
My heart jumped into my throat. It couldn't be, could it? Yukimu, can you look at the damage on Ava's body and figure out how she died?
I can try, but I'm warning you,
I'm no Karna. That's fine, just tell me what you can.
I can see several defensive wounds. The size of the cuts is consistent with ones made by a sharp blade. So, Ava was probably attacked by someone with a bladed weapon. She fought back, but it wasn't enough to save her. The pain and blood loss would have sent her into hemorrhagic shock, and with no one to
So
help
lucky
her,
you have an
she
assassin on
died
hand.
soon after.
Yeah,
A
more
sharp blade
common
with
than
a lot
you'd
of
think.
force behind it. That sounds like...
I wonder if they'll accuse other people's humanity weapons. Probably not.
I hope I'm wrong, but there's only one thing I can think of. Sounds like the killer's back. Didn't I tell you this wasn't
Sounds like the killer's back. Didn't I tell you this wasn't over?
You mean the person took me fought before? Why didn't you say you took the weapon away?
Yeah, I put it in the metal shop. A power saw, huh? Yeah, I can see one of those doing this kind of damage.
I remember seeing it lying around. You don't think someone used it to kill Eva?
Everyone, let's check the metal shop, quick.
The thing is, I want to assume it's me. But the black suit is in the book. Like, the problem is... Okay, here's my problem. We know that there's two people in suits. Because we saw two in the Darumi... in the Red Storm timeline. And we were... After one guy went in the fire, another one knocked us out. In the... comedy timeline. So we know there's two. We don't know how they're getting in. Makes me think that they're not invaders, but like, what are they? Like, this surely sounds like we're killing them because we're possessed or something. But the story lines up with them, but I don't know. Doesn't Kara use this room very often? No, Kara, actually yes, Kara does.
I scrambled inside and headed to the spot where I'd put the power saw. But it was gone. There was nothing there now. We searched the room from corner to corner, but no one was able to find it. No way, it can't be.
That settles it. Whoever killed the prisoner must have used the power saw to do it.
Well, the killer in the weird suit came back. Just where did they come from anyway? Hiding in the shadows like a coward. Come out and face justice, vile fiend.
Of course, the killer could just as easily be one of us.
Don't be ridiculous. We can't start suspecting each other now. Besides, none of us had any reason to kill the prisoner.
Oh, you think so? I'd say everyone gets an uncontrollable urge to murder someone now and then.
That's just you, dude.
Mr. Toko, you're the one who survived an attack by this power saw maniac. Why have you been so quiet about it? Tell us all the gory deeds. It might give us some clues to identify the killer.
Sorry, but I don't remember much about that night. I can't tell you anything about the person who attacked me. That's a lie. She definitely knows something, but she's not telling us.
Oh, no fair. Such a once-in-a-lifetime experience and you don't even get to remember it. That's seriously depressing. It's on the same level as losing your entire state file right for the final boss. Just thinking about it makes me want to end it all.
It must have been pretty traumatic.
No wonder you blocked it out.
Excuse me for speaking undetermined. Can we do something about Eva before we go looking for the killer? I feel terrible just leaving her like that.
Let's take her to the morgue. If we bury her, we'll also be burying any clues the body can give us.
Maybe we can make her grave marker for now. We'll give her a proper burial when all this is over.
Alright, then let's split up. One group will move the body, the other will make the marker.
Where is this room? Where is this room? I cannot find this room when I look for it. But Aito's body is still there.
After wrapping Eva's body in a sheet, the boys' group carried it to the morgue. Ido's body's in here too.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd never forgive myself if I died here. No matter what, I need to make it home one day.
Eva's words came drifting back to me.
Do we know why Eva wants to live? We do from her bond. She has a adopted daughter who she has to get back to. That's basically the extent of it. Through her brainwashing, that was all she was able to remember. It's like, I have to stay alive to get back to my daughter. Her parents died.
Ava's words came drifting back to me. She was so desperate to live and return home, but she never did. Her life has ended in such a cruel way too. A feeling of wretched misery welled up inside me. I clenched my fist and tried not to lose my cool. Once we'd safely stored Eva's body away, we went to meet up with Nozomi and the girls. The whole team stood in front of Eva's empty grave and shared a moment of silence in her memory.
Man, brainwashing is so sad. Why would you make Siri do that? To be fair, he only told Siri to do it in one route, and in the others he hasn't been aware it's happening.
You never know when the invade will then.
Another day's coming to an end. After paying our respects at Ava's grave, the mood had been heavy. Sadness at losing Ava, fear of being attacked by the killer, paranoia about who could be behind all this, doubt, grief, frustration. It was a smorgasbord of negative emotions. I didn't feel much like doing anything after that, so I just drifted back to my room. As I tossed and turned in bed that night, I couldn't help thinking of the graves I had to make my last timeline. Hiroko, Ima, Nozomi, I couldn't let them die this time too. But what if the killer came back and attacked again? What if I have to bury more of my friends? No, I won't let that happen. I'll get everyone together to discuss things tomorrow. We'll come with a plan to find a way to deal with this. Firm in that resolve, I finally settled down and fell asleep.
I can definitely see this route being around that kills the most characters to age. I don't.
Get prepared. Be ready to get.
I can't imagine that every like 8 days from now on someone dies. Because we'd need that. We have what? 14 characters including ourselves alive, 15 including FB. We would need to go at a breakneck pace, killing a character like every like 6 or 7 days. I've been listening in a low volume for most of the stream. Had your weekend from them, now I'm falling asleep. Oh, good night, Yami. Sleep well. You're bonking like 4 of them at least. Yeah, but I don't think it would do that. It feels, I don't know. I don't, the way the other evil was killed and stuff, I don't imagine just AoE.
So hungry. The moment I was awake, I was assaulted by an intense pang of hunger. Did I even eat anything yesterday? I didn't really have much of an appetite, but still. I'd better go to the cafeteria for some breakfast. I'll talk to everyone about what we're going to do next. I won't let any more of my friends die. We all decided to get together in one of the classrooms. Once everyone was there, we got right down to business.
Do we even know why to be so angry? No, we don't. Do we know why Yame's so hungry this round? Not biting, but see ya.
Here's the deal. We need to do something about whoever attacked me and Hiroko and killed Ava.
Hey!
Up until now, we've been prioritizing our defensive battles. But after what happened yesterday, I don't think we can keep that up.
Okay, hear me out, chat. Here's my theory. Maybe there never was anyone in a suit. Maybe they were all in our imagination. And Hiroko saw us starting to kill her. And then we like snap out of it and start like wrestling ourselves and jump out a window. Now, does it quite line up with the fact that we've seen these people in another round? No. But that would explain why she's being silent. She just wants to keep an eye on us.
Up until now, we've been prioritizing our defensive battles. But after what happened yesterday, I don't think we can keep that up.
Where'd this all come from? The gift-o-matic, where maybe it was already in the garage. Or something.
The person in that black suit with the power saw. Let's just call them the killer to make things easier. We have to find them and stop them, or there could be more victims. Are you guys in?
Of course. I never give up no matter how the odds are stacked against me. That's just how pure heart mains roll. You all feel the same, right? Yes, I mean, my social biological hierarchy may swim the way you can.
The holy Jumanji sword could never stand idle and let evil have its way. And if she's in, I'm in. We shall find this villain and deliver swift, merciless justice.
Normally this kind of mundane work would be beneath a noble like me, but I'll make an exception.
I'll help too. You let me torture the killer once we catch them. It was a relief to get such a positive reaction out of everyone. They all seemed willing to help.
I still have my doubts about this whole serial killer thing. Are we sure they even exist?
Maybe the brother, sister, and incestuous murder hobo couple. So, here's my reasoning. Here is why I don't think it's any one of us. Because in the other ending, when we had the option to dodge or kick them, if we dodge, they burn up in the fire. A second person, probably wearing a suit, but we don't actually know. Could have been Hiroko. Stabs us in the neck with a syringe and we fall asleep. And nobody is missing in that raft. Except we don't see Ido's body, so maybe it was him, but... yeah. Like... we burned the body and none of these people were gone. I think it's not one of them. However, I could not find Ido's body because I couldn't find the morgue in that route, so... Ito could be coming back to life.
Oh, they exist, alright. They definitely exist.
There's no freaking way there's not a killer here.
Why are you getting so mad about it?
I think the killer exists too. I can't imagine why any of us would do these things. I don't want us to start suspecting each other.
I agree. Whoever wrote the thread on the blackboard is probably behind it. They're somewhere inside the school picking us off, just like they said they would.
So how are we gonna find him? Just search the school till we flush him out. I guess that's all we can do.
Oh, hold on. I might have a better idea.
I've been working on something I call an organic life detection device. It's not all that high spec, but it could help us here.
Oh, sound fancy. What to do?
To put it simply, it detects how many people are present within a certain range. If we set that range within the wall of fire, we'll be able to see if there's anyone else inside the school beside us.
That's amazing, Tsubasa. It's so cool you can make something like that.
Just remember, it'll only tell us the total number of life forms in range. But that's better than nothing, right?
Absolutely. It sounds like it'll be a huge help.
It won't be ready right away, though. I need to drop some plans, get the materials together. It'll be a few more days at least.
No problemo. We've just did a troll school till you're done.
Please be careful, Moko. We still haven't found the murder weapon yet. The killer probably still has it on them. They could attack again.
Just let them try. Yeah, I'll shove my hand so far up their ass I'll knock their teeth out.
Oh. Your hand in their anus, you say? Can you really do that? Will it even fit?
Sister Dearest, you're absorbing bad influences again.
At any rate, leave the device to me. I'll have it done as soon as I can.
Thanks, Tsubasa. Now that that's settled. The image of the 2 books I'd found in the library drifted into my mind. Should I tell the others about them? I want some more time to chew over what was in them, though.
Why are you doing logistics? It's an important question.
Now that that's settled, everyone stay on your guard. Watch each other's back. I don't want any more casualties.
Right, we can do this.
In the end, I decided to keep the old books to myself and ended up meeting there. I wasn't in the mood to do anything else, and before I knew it, my 26th day at Last Defense Academy had come to an end.
Kirishika's not the brightest. She can do math, just not addition. Okay.
Get prepared. Be ready to...
Something the matter, Kako?
Oh, good morning, Timmy. I was just trying something out.
Huh? Trying what?
I have a vision. My dear sister can see into people's futures, you know.
Oh yeah. I'd almost forgotten about that. Probably because her visions are so unreliable.
You don't seem very surprised. I guess you knew already. In that case, I'll give you the short version. She's trying to use her gift to give us some clues about the killer. A laudable effort if I do say so myself.
But it's no good. I can't envision on the man, no matter how hard I try. If only I had a bit of grasp on it, I could find the killer in no time at all.
In that case, it's time for your dear brother to step in and have a vision of his own. Yes, I see it. I can see that my dear sister will be just as adorable today as she always is. Oh, and as for your problems, Juno, you probably just need more fiber in your diet.
Does that really count as a prediction? That day, I ate a slightly more nutritious breakfast than usual. I think. Once I'd finished, I headed back to my room and think out my next move.
It counts.
A clue to help us find the killer. Back in my room, I opened my desk drawer and took out the book I'd stowed inside. I didn't know how training it was, but this was the only other thing I'd found that mentioned a killer hiding inside the school.
Someone dies on day 28. You got a 20 plus 4. Ooh.
Maybe I'll take another look at it just in case. I opened the musty old book and turned to the pages that dealt with the serial murderers. The true identity of the unkillable killer. As I scanned through the pages, I found a section that offered several theories. A man given immortality through inhumane experiments, now seeking revenge on the world that treated him so cruelly. A researcher that was driven to suicide came back from the dead using black magic. A reanimated corpse made by stitching together parts from students who died during an epidemic. These all sound like something out of a horror story. Once again, most of them sound like they'd just be made up for fun. I couldn't prove that any of them were fake, of course, or that any of them might be real. I don't think I can believe anything here unless I see it for myself. With a sigh, I closed the book and put it back in the drawer. Guess I'll just have to do whatever I can until something new happens.
I'm just trying to get a killing game going so Darumi's happy. Okay, but where is the morgue?
Feels like this was the threat that started it all.
Oh, hold up. Found it.
I don't want to see what's underneath. I don't want to know. Covered by a sheet, I should leave it alone. Are the monitors here used for anything? I don't think.
After Ritsim, I don't think Darumi's really happy with the killing game. I agree. Rumi is like an onion. She has layers. Layers. I still don't know what she wants. What do I give to Nozomi? Oh, Darumi is an ogre? Can you give Nozomi those boring items?
Move out!
Maybe I could. Ideally, I want to talk to her more, but she's always busy.
You never will then.
Another day without an enemy attack. Maybe I shouldn't get too comfy. We've had to fight night battles before. But it's like the announcement says, I have to rest when I can. After a warm shower to wash away some of the day's fatigue, I got into bed and soon fell asleep.
Get prepped. Be ready to give
Morning, Takumi. Wanna eat with me? Yeah, of course. I accepted the invitation and sat down opposite Yukimu. For reasons that escaped me, he was grinning like a Cheshire cat. You seem really happy today. Did something good happen? Oh, am I letting it show? Oops. That's no good for an assassin. But I can't help myself. I'm so excited I can barely hold it in. Considering Yukimu's unique personality, I hesitate to ask what he was excited about. The next moment, he picked up the knives he'd been toying with and turned his attention to the grilled meat on his plate. Moving almost too fast for me to follow, he began skidding the meat from the bone with frightening precision.
Meat from the bone!
Hey, what are you doing? Whoops, there I go again. I should really only do this kind of thing behind closed doors. But I can't help it. And ever since I saw a dismembered body, my passions made a fever pitch. Is he talking about Ava? That's the kind of loving killing I've been craving all my life. Not being able to do it myself, got me climbing the walls. Alright, Yukimu's not just a little eccentric, he's a grade A Omega class freak. His breathing heavy now, he looked from his wearing blades and locked eyes with me. Say, Takumi, I don't suppose you'd let me kill you. I promise I'll treat every year in your head with the love and devotion you deserve. Getting killed with love is like nothing you'll ever experience. The two of us could make beautiful music together. Yukimu's intense gaze would give me goosebumps and not in a good way. No way, not a million years. That's fair. I wouldn't want to if you weren't into it anyway. But let me warn you. I can't keep going like this.
If you can't help me out, I really might have to kill someone.
His eyes still locked to mine. Yukimu stuck out his tongue and licked the blade of one of his knives. Hey! You're so cute when you're scared, Takumi. Don't worry, I was just kidding. Knock it off, please. Your sense of humor is bad for my health.
What's your personal skill again? So they aren't actually in universe abilities they have. First of all, they are actually in universe abilities they have. That is how we have time travel. Second of all, I believe he does more damage to people who have status effects.
Here I am, trying to keep everyone alive, and he's talking about killing for kicks. Too early in the day to deal with this stuff.
So he does more damage to people he makes bleed, or if someone else makes a character stunned, I think. Or probably even like a takedown and stuff.
My hopes of a stress-free morning thoroughly dashed. I suffered through breakfast. Yukimu's eyes on me the whole time. I came away from it feeling more tired than before I ate. My motivation had suffered a hit, so I decided to take a walk to clear my head and get my strength back. Stepping out onto the rooftop, I walked over to the fence and stared up at the clear blue sky. Ah, nice fresh air. I feel better already. It wasn't bad taking a moment to space out under this endless sky now and then. Just as I was beginning to recover from my breakfast with Yugimu.
Huh?
Oh. I noticed Hiroko standing a short distance away, also looking up at the sky. This is just like the other night. Should I try to talk to her? She'll probably only blow me off again. But before I can make a decision, it was made for me.
Why does she always give us that look?
Looks like she noticed me. Huh? This is different. I'd expected Hiroko to turn her back on me and walk away, but instead she was actually coming to talk to me.
Takumi.
Yeah, what is it? My voice cracked. I was so surprised at Hiroko suddenly acting friendly. Well, friendly for her. Why the change in attitude? Up until now, she'd been so determined to avoid me. Is it because Claire de Lune was playing? As I struggled for words, Hiroko praised me with a piercing gaze.
How are you feeling?
A little flustered, to be honest.
No kidding. You look like a cat that's just sniffed a pair of socks that haven't been washed in a week.
That's oddly specific.
I was just trying to give you an example. If you're feeling the same as always, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm basically fine. Why are you asking, though? Are you finally ready to talk to me?
Huh?
I know you've had your reasons for staying quiet, and I don't think I can wait much longer to hear the truth from you. Like I said before, I want us all to survive this, so if you know anything that might be relevant...
I can tell you one thing at least.
I am not your enemy here. If you believe nothing else, believe that.
Hiroko looked me dead in the eyes. You could tell she was absolutely 100% sincere. Then how about you tell me what's going on? If you're really on my side, you should be able to do that much. It's hard, you avoiding me all the time. The others are starting to take notice too.
Now that you mention it, Moko said something strange to me a while back.
Oh, what was it?
She said you were like a rabbit and could die of loneliness if I didn't treat you nice. Does that mean anything to you?
Wait, I was a rabbit in the analogy? What have you been telling her, Moko? I think her take on the situation was a little off. Don't worry about it. Was that a smile? Seems like a long time ago since I've gotten one of those out of her.
Well, I must be going. I'll see you around, Takumi.
Hiroko.
Okay, I have one of two thoughts. Okay, either she really does know who those people are. She invited them into the school. We interrupted whatever was going on with her, and she's doing some shady stuff behind our backs. But that doesn't really explain the dead either, unless they killed the dead either. Or she helped them, because she did say she didn't want... Whatever. The other option is that my theory that there was no one in the suit, it was us. We are possessed. I feel like she knows we're possessed. She doesn't want to freak everyone out. And in her own way, she's trying to, like, help us. She's, like, trying to avoid us, like, doing research on the side or whatever. Trying to stop it. And because, like, whenever we're telling everyone, we're like, we need guards. We need to search the school. She's just silently, like, watching us. So I feel like that's more and more likely. She's trying to work out if, like, we're lying, telling the truth. At this point, she thinks we actually don't know what's going on. Where even is she? No, for real, where is she? Weird. I wonder if he really is possessed by Aito. So, I think the main thing to remember for this route is that Sarai used a forbidden tech, like a secret technique, to make Aito's body look normal. And then, like, the day before he did that, we got knocked out in the middle of the night. Or we blacked out in the middle of the night. My theory is that Sarai knocked us out. He, like, took our chemo animate out of us and put it in Aito's body. And whatever he did to us ended up getting us, like, possessed. Whether it's by Aito, or whether it's every time someone uses, like, that technology, there's a secret third figure. I don't know. That's what I think. I also think this is probably a good place to end. So, chat, we got some good endings. Bad endings. Interesting endings. I'm very excited for this route. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe so you can see the next one.
And I'll see you next time, soldiers.